Hey, peeps.
Welcome.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday.
Yes.
Strong
Thursday. I'm here.
Just
by appearance.
I don't really can, but you know what I mean? Yeah, it's the live lounge in the UK. Over here.
Yeah.
We're lounging, peeps. What's up, anybody? Shout out to anyone who watches this stream.
Now or later.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
There's no theme. We just see what comes up. Yeah.
Yes.
Even though I've got a conspiracy avatar.
We got some stuff to share today. That's cool.
Hmm?
Got some stuff to share today, so that's cool.
But oh yes.
A couple of things.
Yes. My gorgeous sausage roll.
He's not talking about me.
Nice, yeah. Shout out YouTube, yeah. High five. High five on
Yes.
YouTube. Thanks. Yeah, they just gifted me. They sent me an email saying they want to give me a Greg sausage roll. In the UK, that's sort of like a cake shop, but they do like sausage rolls. They do bakes, coffees. They even do like a breakfast sort of thing in there. It's nice. Quite, you've got to have the money. So I was like, yes, get a free sausage roll. And apparently, they may be sending me a hat.
That would be so cool.
That'd be part of the high five thing. So if I get it, I'll wear it.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Yeah, a bit of fun. First time in like 6 years of being a creator on here. And they've offered me something. I was like, yeah, thanks, Rico. Because I remember before, the only other thing I got, they said, let's go bananas. I didn't get any bananas, but I had like an email and it opened up and all bananas come flying out or something. But there was someone on here who said they actually got sent a box of bananas from YouTube. I was like, wait, they actually got a box full. I went, oh, I got a box that just opened up and it was a virtual one.
Oh, that's cool though.
It was cool though. I was like, what's this about? They just said, let's go bananas.
That's cool.
It's like a saying. Oh, it's Saturnian son.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, it's good to see you, bro.
Oh, look, there you're.
Oh, look, behind the red door. Oh, that's different. Look, watching the new Insidious.
Ah, I don't know what that means.
Behind the red door. There's a movie. It's a slow movie, look.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that first one. Yeah, Insidious. Not sure if I actually see a little bit. Yeah, Maya.
I don't
Interesting. Because Saturnian would watch it like we would watch it, you know what I mean, with the noise on. So you're looking for like, oh, look what they're showing here, or, you know.
With the real eyes.
Because I remember seeing the film Inception, where they're incepting your thoughts in your mind and stuff. And the geezer had something he didn't want to know about, but the problem is you could get your thoughts intercepted.
Ah, shit.
And that's so true, isn't it?
Right.
In a way, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
of course.
See? So it's
of
like,
course.
raw. So I thought I've got to watch that. Because like,
right.
I didn't have to watch it. But
yeah.
I remember, I think it was me and Jordan actually.
Nice.
Sometimes you just fall onto a film like, maybe that's Saturnians ended up watching this one.
Nicely.
That's it.
Thank you.
Slow movie. Funny when it's slow, isn't it? You're like a cow. Nightbots on it. Look at him straightened. He cracks me up. A wise man once said it would take 10,000 hours to master something. I equated that to 7 hours a day consistently for 4 years.
Beautiful.
Okay. Oh, right. Oh, Inception was like the first of its kind virtually.
Oh,
Yeah, what else about it? Glass food, cool.
Google that.
Google that, man. Me to your leader. Support the thinking. Oh, Inception. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Inception. I like that one. I want to know Insidious. That was called Insidious movie. Yeah.
Insidious. The Red Door is a 2023 film directed by Patrick Wilson, starring Ty Simpkins, Patrick Wilson, and Lynn Shay.
Is that yeah? That told me a lot. Didn't it?
I feel like I'm
It comes to
0%
living.
interested.
So I'm interested. Living Nightmare really represented demon people.
Shout out to anyone listening. God bless you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for spending your time, Sean.
Oh, it's just not one of them sort of films. I have a great time.
Yeah.
Nicely.
Heavy rain, it says.
Where?
Right there.
Well, they're saying a storm apparently this weekend, isn't it? So I wonder if everyone else is getting like the same sort of news in where they're living. Like,
It's been really strange.
a weather alert or something.
It was strange in Cali before I left, anyhow. It was strange here as well, so I'm not familiar how it's supposed to be here, but
Seems
sure
late.
it feels weird.
Everything feels late.
The moon feels gigantic.
Yeah, it's gigantic every month.
Like a massive
Super moons every month.
off the chain.
But
I just don't
definitely the
remember
sun
that.
goes down for me more over to the right,
Oh,
than where it used to. In the previous years, I know by the home behind us, that where it falls down on the side of that roof, it never reaches there, but it's reaching it. I'm like, how's it reaching over there?
it's definitely something going on. Thank you.
Boy. Yeah, thanks, my boy. Oh yeah, I've got a new band. How about that, peeps? Something for peeps to ponder on. Well, not really ponder on, but if they want to take part in. Got the red theme going on. Yeah, big shout out to SQ. I like SQ, aka Stoic.
Nicely big shout out for sure.
No, I like it if someone can ignite the conversation. Like,
Yeah.
happy days as well. That's good. It can be about anything, and what we spoke about was good actually.
Yeah, good chat.
Enjoyed myself. And we had good synchronicities coming in, good numbers. We like that. I've noticed the 11:11 popping up here and there.
I'm trying to fix this color here.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, if you start, oh yeah, you know that. I was gonna say, if you start touching that bit, the square box, and then anywhere. Yeah, thanks SS. Yeah, you like my new beat. Yeah, you dropped a comment on it. Thanks. That's when you know it's liked if someone drops a comment. Really.
Yep.
I'll name that. Oh, huh.
Good one.
Excuse me.
That was a really good one.
Yes, yes.
Welcome.
I liked it because I needed to get off. Well, I didn't need to, but I wanted to jump off the drum and bass, like so. I did.
Variety.
I've got a few in me, but they're not coming out like the way I want them. Like a couple in my head. Like I ain't found the beat for it yet. I definitely need to put some new packs in there.
That's for sure.
Big time. And I ain't putting no trap beats in. Like it's quite popular. I should put it in. Put some more. And some drill on that.
Thank you.
Big shout peeps. That's what I'm saying on there. If you want to shout out, we may do a shout out stream. So
Yeah.
if you want to get involved, just write shout out. That's it. Nightbot.
Shout me out would probably be better. Yeah. Shout me out.
I don't have to write shout out. It's written there. It's pretty obvious. So type shout out, chat to be included. So Nightbot will take care of the rest. Your name would be noted, and then like when we do a shout out stream, I can have your channel already ready there. And I'll just be presenting a few channels for people to, if they want to go there, drop link and stuff, for fun. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we won't. This is like let's just see. Because I'm writing drop and no one's really writing drop to put their link in this. It's like no one's bothered about getting any more on their channel, make it grow, and then happy days. And that's just be part of a stream, like. Could be a segment. Or we might not be here anyway. I'm still undecided.
Me too.
Sometimes I go, no, we're undecided, then we're like, yeah, and then we're like, I've got things coming up where I might not be able to give the time for this. So, yeah. The Meek does a little shout out, doesn't he? Meek's like, yeah, big up, Meek. Thanks for that song, Meeps.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. You got it out, Tumbleweed. Yeah, I should have had the link ready, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like most people know Meeps. Who are coming through anyway, really. So the song's over there. It was a poem I wrote to Meeps, and he's converted it into a song. So. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Big shout out to Little Red's building. Hope
Thank you very much.
anyone in
Shout out
building,
to
shout
all
out
the
to
Little
you,
Red's
big
building.
love. Sit back, relax. It's the middle of the week. It's August, peeps. Come on now. August.
Can you even believe it?
August, come on. I can't believe it really, because for fun, I said I'd bring my album out on the 8/8, and we're 5 days away. Like, really? That's flown. Yeah, it's gonna be your birthday, so
I don't want to think about it.
Ariel, damn, it's gonna be 21. Yeah. So I mean, you blink, you miss it. So it's like, if you've got anything you want to do, peeps, even if you fail it, at least you had to go. If it's something in your heart, you're not going to harm anyone by doing what you want to do, and then I would do it. The years go by, the months go by, everything's going by. Otherwise, if you not actually want to do something, you could tell someone something, like you love them, or a little thing in it, even for your animals or something. Just do something different, maybe. Take them on a walk. Yeah, saying that we'd take De Niro to the park or something like. We're just waiting for a little bit of like less rain. That'll help. He don't really like the rain actually.
He's not really a big fan.
He's your little baby boy, aka. Thank you, baby. Ambassador. Yeah, it's nice seeing peeps whom I haven't seen in that as well. Pass through. Everyone's doing all right actually so far. This is good. That's his little business going on. And if you're new, or you've never had your life path number told to you, I can tell you. And even your name has got a number. Oh, that's simple. Put your bins out, peeps.
I just gotta line my pie right fast.
5, 3, 1.
Sure, my link won't matter as well.
3.14 peeps.
What's up?
Anyone got a question? Shout out to Joe. Hopefully, he had a good couple of days.
Yeah, good. I haven't seen
days
if
out.
he did
He
upload
might
or
have his
not.
days. Oh, he's going Monday, weren't he? Oh,
Good. I
yeah.
hope you had a good trip. If you did get some footage, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
If not, I'd like to hear about it.
Yeah. We're happy to hear about anyone's day. Yeah. You're having fun. That's it.
I have to come in this way.
Come in. Let's hide that. Oh, what's happening? Oh, huh. That's cool.
Cool. I'm giving away pie. I just left a link in my chat. I'll go hop it
yeah.
over to yours in case anybody wants that. We'll teach you how to use yours as well. You know what I mean? Your link. I'll share it. Or how to grab yours and I can share it for you.
Yeah. Drop it like it's hot. Pi is actually going to be a crypto token, and you can mine. It needs to be mined before it can be a token. So you mine like little blocks. So you could press a button once a day. That's all, and you're mining. That's what you have to do, and it alert you. It will give you an alert. So say it was 5 p.m. It'd be 5 p.m. every day. You just hit that button, and then you're collecting pi, and then one day there's meeps.
In the place to be.
Then one day it'll go onto the main net, so you can sell your pi and make money. That's how it works. There's meeps in that effing building. I ain't even showing you my live feed. Oh, I only knew you was both live because I caught the notification about 15 minutes ago. Oh, look, it's not even showing on his own live feed. Oh, yeah. And yet they give me a YouTube high five meeps. Like they give me I've got a sausage roll today. You may have seen the video, so they like me. So hey YouTube, hello.
Welcome.
They're only little. Yeah, thanks. There's a link to Red's pie. You could try it, peeps.
It's free.
You can have it on your mobile phone.
You won't even notice it's using any battery on your phone.
Yeah, don't be using
whatsoever.
it. You just have to press a button to mine, and then you have to skip the ads.
Super simple. And I get points for you doing it. It boosts my hash rate, makes it go faster.
And you could just do it for fun and just see what happens. And
Does it cost you anything?
Then when it happens, it could be 6 months from now. So when it comes to that time, we could walk you through it, what you'd have to do next. And then that's it.
That's a good word. Welcome. Wow.
Oh, he's on a laptop. That was a good word. That's a good word. Well,
he was up to stuff at the time. We really love you, Ambassador Meat. That song was really awesome today. That really touched my heart.
Thanks,
for sure. It gave me a lot of different thoughts and feelings.
Got it nice and early. It was very nice beginning of the day. That was. I was like, oh, yeah. You always sing really well, mate. Like it's very broad, isn't it? It's hard to word it what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I leave it a minute. Then come back and then comment. Yeah.
Hurry up.
Love that. I could name. I've named a stream before Tumbleweed, I think, as well, because I thought, oh, no one's gonna come by. Shit. Princess. She shed a tear when she heard that song description.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Yeah. I know he's just playing. Look, let's just see. I know it's great, and yet I had a feeling he was gonna. I had a kind of little feeling I was gonna see something. I thought he was gonna do the song or something. Felt it.
What's really cool, if you do grab my link for that pie,
Leave it. That's I
But
like it Bernie's.
I don't like it.
Right, let me get some. Yeah, go on, cover on
Didn't
that.
get that far.
I'll get it out.
Thanks.
Yeah, as you will.
If they do get my link and mind the pie, it's going to say to them during the day, Little Red Big Smile wants you to mind pie. It's sending a polite reminder to their phone.
Yes, if you forget, yeah, you
It'll
get
say Little Red
polite.
Big Smile, remind you.
Yeah.
I'll ping. Everybody gets a ping.
Well, if you want more one, I'll put mine
Yeah,
in there.
you can do yours.
You might want code telling you. I'll go,
You can
oi.
pick either one.
Mine will say, oi. Press the button.
Either way, we're winning. And so are you.
I've never done it right. Let me learn.
He says he's still looking for Fiona's song.
Oh, in the morning light. Oh, yeah. I've got it. I know it'd be gone then, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. I saved it somewhere before. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it won't be there. Where'd you find your LinkedIn on this thing?
Invite.
Oh, yeah.
And then do English. Solid choice. And then go copy. There you go. Now go into your chat. And even though it's kind of long, just paste it and then delete the extra bit where it's explaining about what it is. It's not necessarily that part. See, it's just back about it. So just having a bad buffering.
Buffer. Oh.
You got commercials as well, but you can still comment while you're
Blimey. It's just spinning like a mofo. Come on, baby.
paste it.
Oh,
Yeah, push paste. See where it says I am sending you. Click that. Now, right where it says worldwide at the end of that, and right, click it so it'll delete stuff. Okay, now keep back until you see the word pie. Keep on backing up to the whole sentence until it gets to the word pie. Leave the word pie in there because this is pie is whatever it is. There.
oh yeah. Is that
Wait.
right? Oh, I wonder if
Wait,
I
it
got
didn't go all the way in, did it? Oh yeah, no, it did. Good job. Got it. Nicely. Congratulations, babe. You did that shit.
There's my link, peeps.
Yeah, use his.
Yeah, if anyone wants to click that Kodak boots, right? You
Yeah.
get a pie, you get one pie.
But if you're on my channel, you better use my link.
Press the
It's not
button
right,
once a
damn it.
day. That's it.
Crying out
And then
loud.
we see what happens, innit? We get as much as we can, and then once it goes onto the main net, if you don't know what to do, I can walk you through it,
All right.
and then you could earn something at the end of it. It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There's loads of like these mining apps out there, to be fair, so you could, get a few of them if you ever got into it, or especially if you're on your phone a lot, you can watch things or browse things, and then that can get you on a mining app at the same time. Things you watch, you can get credits for it. So
cool.
yeah, it depends what you want to do. Some people like gaming, playing little games on it or whatever. It's just something to bear in mind, just in case you hear it again and again. You might think, hold on. But we do think pie is going to be good. That's the only reason I'm dropping the link,
Right.
And think
And
about
if
it,
you wanna
pie
look
is a number thing, I'm into the numbers.
Yeah, it'll show you when you click the link more about it.
Yeah. Oh, right. Hold on. What is me saying? Sorry.
Yeah.
It won't let you install it on my laptop. What did you want to install it? Play Store app on your device before installing apps. Play Store. On my new channel, my main email is Hotmail, and that is why it won't let me do it. But we'll see what. I was talking to you about something.
What? We gotta rewind.
What did you ask him
Rewind
to
the
do?
chat. I didn't ask anything. What did I know of?
Well, let me sort it out. What, the Google account? Oh, right. You may have said sometimes you make a song or whatever and you can put it in your Google Drive or whatever. Did you say that at all?
Maybe.
And then he can't install that apparently, I'll say. I think so. I don't know, I'm a bit lost. I'm guessing.
Me too.
What's saying with me? What do you mean? What's got to be wrong? It's got to be associated with a Google account. Oh, what? What, the Pi?
Same with yours.
Oh, it won't let you install it on a laptop. Oh, God.
Oh.
It must only be on a mobile. Didn't even know that.
Is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was. Oh, Brother Weezy, God bless you. Welcome.
Oh, okay, mate.
Thank you for showing
It
up.
must be on
We
just
appreciate
your
you.
mobile.
Thanks for helping us keep this channel alive.
Hold on, you're talking about your channel now, and the new channel is not associated with the Gmail. I'm confused again.
I think he's trying to say he needs a Gmail account, but he ain't got one. Yeah, we appreciate you. Shout out, Brother Weezy. Shout
Yeah,
out for
I'm a
stopping
bit
by,
confused.
showing some love.
Who's that?
Brother Weezy. We're giving out
Hey,
free
brother.
Pi coin if you're interested. Help
Good to
yourself
see you.
out, and it'll
Yes,
help us
great
get our
to be
hash
with you.
rate up. Please feel free to get some free Pi and mine it for free on your phone.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for over 2 years myself, so I really enjoy it. I'm ready for that mainnet. And CAF.
Yeah, I've been doing it all about 9 months, isn't it? 8, 9 months. It's easy. I've been pressing it every day. It's only one press a day, really, and skip a few ads, a couple of
Champ
adverts,
is here. I
three
love that.
presses.
It's great.
Oh, right. So if say you want to find your stuff on your old channel, is that what you're saying? I think. I don't know. Might have to let him up.
Yeah, that would make sense. Hello, let's do that. If he wants to, I'm
Yeah, you can come up if you want, Meeps. If you want to have a chat.
That makes sense. I like him making a lot more sense than that. What we're trying to make sense out of. But it ain't him.
Well, I still have a Gmail account, but my new channel's not associated with that Gmail. It's associated with it.
Son of a.
Yeah, but why does that matter anyway?
Yeah,
What's it associated with? I get it. Because I've got it like that. I've got Hotmail and Gmail. I've got both.
From a land down under.
Well, what can't you do with,
Would you like to come
people?
over and chat now?
I know Gmail. I mean, yeah, Gmail's more associated with YouTube. I think they like going to Gmail. I don't know.
All I know is.
But the link that you and Red posted has to be associated. Oh, it has to be associated with a Gmail account. Oh.
No way. Are you for real? That's whack. Well, can you open up a Gmail account right quick?
I didn't even know that.
It's easy to do. It should be. I pray it is.
What's that flashlight?
If you need one, I can make one and give it to you, Ambassador Meek. You're welcome to let me know. I'll make you one. You can use one of mine. Yes. Let us know. We'll make it work.
Oh, thanks for that, though, Meeps. I didn't know that. At least I can say if you've got a Gmail account, then you can grab this link to mine your Pi because you've got to have a Gmail. I didn't even know that.
Didn't know that either. It just has to be on.
And just on your phone, unless, yeah.
There's got to be a way to do it on the lobby.
Unless that's why, because he hasn't got the Gmail that he wouldn't let him do either.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just move on past the Pi and just know that it's out there. It's an option. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. It's holding strong.
Yeah. Well, that space ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no doubt. But,
complex. Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, I said that.
It's all good.
He's behind her. Their little leg. I want to play stuff.
See, that's in your head, isn't it? I want to play stuff.
Yeah, you want to play stuff.
Yeah.
All seeing eye. I've got a C there for all seeing eye.
See,
What? The Cyclops, he had one eye.
apparently he's a one-eyed Willie.
I thought of it. Yeah, that's just that's a fish eye. Fish eye lens. You can decode a camera. Like, think about it. It's got a lens on it. You know, so that's your like your eyes. It's got a flash. It's got a zoom.
Oh, thanks for reminding me of
You
something
can
else.
take pictures and you can store them for pictures. You can go infrared. Oh.
Actually, you're the only one that can now.
True that. It's a live lounge.
You're a lively one.
Live lounge. We're lounging. Oh, the solution is that I should go into this channel account and change it from Hotmail to Gmail. My brain's melting now.
It's good. It's going to keep you vital.
Yes.
Mm.
Melting. Turn to mush.
We're going to be connected to you. I'll tell you what. I appreciate and respect the hell out of efforts. That's a hell of a lot of efforts. Bless. Good night.
If I get a new Gmail, though, it ends up linked to the ones I've already got. So it's like, I don't want to get that more. I have to go through one to get to the other, and then and it's called the other one's name, which I've never remembered the password for, so I couldn't get in it.
Oh, wow.
The ID code, and yet I'm now on this one, ain't I?
Yeah.
So weird. There is all three of them are linked.
It is weird. Yeah.
So I've got my Hotmail. That's for business.
Yeah.
So if you want to sponsor me, peeps, like my email is 1111encoded@gmail.com. What was that? Stop. That was part B, Dean. Oh, what was part B? Scroll up.
Heavens.
Yeah, I read it all.
I love my life.
On my new channel, my main is English Hotmail.
So good. This seems cruel.
Oh, right. Oh, I get what he's trying to say, because he's logged into this account. He's on your Hotmail. So if he logs into an account where he's got a Gmail with it, then he may be able to do that. I think. I posted that email on your shout out though. Oh yeah, thanks. Yes. That's the one.
You're the best. That's what's up.
Yes, thanks, mate. Yeah, 111. Encoded.
Got me for sure.
Yeah, I like that one. I'll get all that. Yeah, I'll give that out. That's on my YouTube page, that one. Well, they're both on there, but the main one is the 1111 encoded one. That's the one that's got about 30,000 emails in it.
Sheesh.
When I see it before, it's on like 26,000. I was like, what?
What in the world?
I was like, what? Oh, look, 27,479.
That is astronomical.
Oh, no, I thought they just made that up because it can't be that. I could have had that many. That's since I've been on YouTube.
That's an incredible.
Like in 6 years. That's 6 years worth. Must be. I've deleted
That's
some,
a
but I
lot.
can't be bothered. So I just ended
Wow.
up one day going, I can't bother deleting them. I'm just going to
I don't blame you.
leave it.
That's quite frankly
Just
way
crack
too
on.
many to be bothered with.
And I don't know when that was. So
Oh my land.
I might need a coffee, mate. What are you doing, mate? Right, yeah, I'll give you an option anyway. Right? I'll put the link in there, mate. Where is
Oh wow.
it? Look, 5, 7, 14. That's got 5. Copied. I'm on my way. Ooh. Right, so
I'll play something because I got my speaker on. You know? All right. Sharing.
wow.
Caring.
Sharing is caring. It's optional, mate. Because I need a cup of coffee. I need a cup of coffee.
At
So
least a half an hour.
I'm giving you. I'll click on the link in the mo. I need to pee. Yeah, perfect. So, right, take your time then, because I'm going to get coffee, or you'll be backstage.
And I'm going to be putting some tunes on. So
Yeah.
just
So you'll be
whatever
backstage
works.
till I get back. So you can take your time with that. Thanks, mate. Give me 5 minutes. Well, I'll be right back. But they're not there.
Alrighty then.
How you have a liquid?
I could do it for a refill. Please. Thank you very much.
Straight ahead.
Just like you. Nice. So in the meantime, let me see what we want to listen to. Do it now. Play around with my avatar for a second. First fix this color. I'm gonna fix the color, man. That's okay. And then let me see now. What do you want to hear? Let's see. 1:19 a.m. Is it? Wow. Sorry that I don't have anything on yet. I'm scrolling. That's okay. Something old or something new. Let's see. Let's see. It's taking me a long time to scroll. Sorry. What to scroll through? So we're here in my lab. I feel like I just want to play. Let's see. make a new one, really, but it's not the right time. It's this one. I don't know if this is finished or not either. Let's take a listen. It's just a random beat in my lab. It's unreleased. So shh, don't tell. Uh-oh. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're saying hey to Nightbot Sweets. I just called a UK beat, so right now it's just called UK Plus. Just a random little beat that I made. It's not released. It's just chilling in the lab. Hope everybody's doing all right. Thank you very kindly for coming. Shout out to the 5 people that are listening over at 11 Code Red. And anybody listening now or later, thank you. And my channel as well this month. Thank you. Thank you. Ambassador Beef said Nightbot's really smart. I called them NB and they got it. Nice. Yeah, no doubt. He is really smart. Pretty crazy.
No way.
That's crazy.
Well, let's see.
He doesn't write you back. It's just because he said hey first.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure. Mrs. Coates in the building. Mrs. Coates in the building. Oh, it's Meeps. Meeps is in the building. Right,
Shout out.
Right, let's drop him in.
Well, you're hoping it's me. I'm not a troll.
Yes, that's the real Meeps.
We got echo here.
That's just the end of my beat.
Have we?
I know, but the end of your beat is not my echo.
It could have been.
No, it's not right. No. Did it stop? Because that's like phasing me out. Oh, it did. It stopped.
Yeah. Oh,
How did you, who stopped that from happening? I want to know because I'm a very.
I did.
Yeah, Red had a beat on playing, you know.
Oh, right. So it was going back through the system and looping.
Yeah, it must have been.
Oh.
That's
Raining.
like.
Oh, what?
How is that possible though? Because this is hooked up to the Bluetooth from this.
Oh well,
device.
these people use witchcraft. I'm telling you that when they're
It's
doing
all
whatever
right.
they're
It can't
doing.
please me. It's child's
Ah.
play for me. I'm not worried about it. It's silly for me. I
I
laugh
know,
at
yeah.
it. Anyway, we love you, Ambassador Me.
Yes, good to see y'all.
Love
I'm
you
hollering
too.
up to the speaker because the sound is coming from there, but the mic's right here in front of us. Silly.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
Just a good look.
You got to
we
get
got you up in
headphones.
there.
Headphones, Red.
I don't want that.
I wear them all the time because my hearing is like really stuffed these days. So
They crush my head. I
You
get
can do it with
things
one,
from
but we
that.
can't with two of us. I don't know how you hook two peeps up to one thing. You know
you
what
need
I mean?
you need a mixing desk and some old analog equipment, and that will probably do the job.
Right. Yeah, I thought you needed something, innit? So I could put it in there and then.
You can use the modern
Yeah.
technology, but it's very complex in nature, and it's also very what's the word something that's not clear. That's quite confused. It's not very intuitive.
Right.
Technical, eh?
But it shouldn't even be technical. All we need is like a stereo input and like put our little microphones into the mixing desk and just turn the volumes up and down, and like we're all okay then.
Yeah, analog. Yeah, it can with analog. It's digital, man. How's that work?
Well, you can convert analog into digital, but that is a little bit technical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say was that
Yeah.
my YouTube channel is associated with my Hotmail account, like meep underscore 1963 at hotmail.co.uk.
Right.
So when I clicked on the link, it was confusing it because most people who are on YouTube are associated with a Gmail account because Gmail owns YouTube. So
Yeah.
but I stopped using Gmail in association with my YouTube channel because every time, like, not 5 times out of 10, like when somebody of a controversial nature was like sending me an email to Gmail, Gmail was deleting it. So I would basically told them to go and fuck themselves.
Oh, right. We're getting. Oh,
That's something.
So,
You can
yeah.
censor your email now.
yeah, you wouldn't know if that was happening, would you?
Ah, can't believe it.
Necessarily.
Though yeah, because I was always like very well proactive with checking that account. One day it was there, next day it would just completely disappear, and I was thinking, what the hell's going on here?
That's weird. Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like sometimes when I'm outside time and space, when I'm not even checking it, I thought, how many people have sent me something that like never actually come to my attention?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Nightbot, I know you wouldn't do that because you're a good little Nightbot, but I'm on about the bad Nightbots.
Yeah. He's a good
The Nightbots who went to the dark side. It's like a war between the little AIs at the moment. Some of them are like a little happy, friendly people, and some of them are like, "We're going to destroy you."
Bubba's benevolent. He's like a truth serum, so he knows.
Yeah. But even though he gets confused sometimes, but I think,
Yeah.
do you know, I don't even think that was Nightbot doing that. I think that was some of his cousins and brothers and sisters who were like maybe sold out.
Yeah.
I'll get you, my pretty.
You're eating crisps, ain't you?
No,
What are you eating then?
I'm not eating anything.
Ain't you?
Can you hear? Oh, that's probably another one of the like Nightbot like fraternity doing that.
I really thought he's eating something a couple of times. No, I did. I thought I reckon Meep's eating.
I'm probably like,
Or Jelly Baby, I'll say. Because she said she wanted some Jelly Babies.
I know I bought 2 packs of jelly. I started eating Tesco jelly babies because you get more jelly baby. They're not quite as nice as the Maillard's ones, but the same ingredients, just a different texture.
Guess what, Ambassador Meep? Now I'm going to start to know what in the hell you guys are talking about. How about that?
That's cool, Red.
I love that.
In what way? What?
I'm gonna know what in God's name you're talking about when you say about what in the hell is it Aldi's and what is a garage
Oh, right.
and all this nonsense. Tell me, I don't know what I
Right.
meant before. It ain't nonsense, but what to me it's gibberish. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Like you had said, if we're gonna go to a place, I don't know, well, Morrison's or whatnot, you don't know what that word
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now I'm
cool.
gonna know what you guys are
You go
talking
Tesco or something,
about.
you're like, what is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red, what I noticed about you already, like little inflections of the area where you and Dean live is coming into your accent when you're
You know
speaking.
what
So,
they say around here? They say everyone ambassador be You know what they say here? They say everywhere. You all right?
no,
Love it. Everywhere they say that. You all
the
right?
thing is, I come from Liverpool, and because I haven't lived there for so long, I can't actually talk in a true Liverpool accent anymore because I've been in the southwest of England, because Liverpool is in the northwest
Yeah,
of
too
England.
long, you've lost it.
I'm a nowhere man.
No, man. Yeah.
When I go up to Liverpool, they think I'm sound like a farmer, and when I'm down here, they think I sound like a Scouser.
Oh, no, you can't win.
I'll have to move in the middle, Birmingham somewhere, and then I'll probably like really confuse everybody.
I think Pete's real eyes. I'm from London, actually. I can't get away from it.
Well, I always thought you had a Cockney accent, Bob. But from what I remember
Yeah.
in the past, you're not quite within that jurisdiction at the moment.
No, I am. I was from E17, so like it's not right in the centre where the Bow Bells are like ringing, but I'm still from the East End, so that can to me, yeah. If you're in the East End, your class as a Cockney, yeah.
I was watching that film, Brad Pitt, when he played a pikey. In one of the British gangster films, where he was in the boxing ring. I can't. It was like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. One of those kind of films.
Fight Club or whatever.
I don't even know whether it was that. I can't remember.
Didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you go,
I
Red?
remember Vinnie Jones. I don't know if he's going to toilet.
Oh, right. I shouldn't have asked that question then today. Matt, I said it, didn't I? In no uncertain terms. I said I'm going for a pee.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Because I've done that in the past, you see. I've been sitting there with my legs crossed for like 2 hours when I'm talking to you. And I've got not this time, Josephine.
I've got to go. That's what I said to you last time. I'm going to the big boys' room. Like
I know. Anyway, the Tumbleweed song, it's the same mix.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's a previous mix, because if you listen carefully, at the end of that song, it says treble, because I'm still looking for my old files that were deleted from my old channel. Because on the original version that I eventually uploaded, it said Jackie's in the corner at the end of it. And but there was a previous version where I said treble freeze in the corner, because Jackie is free. Yeah. And then I need, but I can't find that version. I will find it in time. But that was the same one that had Starkey mixed into it, and I thought, oh fuck it, just let it go.
I thought, who's that? Oh yeah, Starkey.
Because that was a season of videos that she did while she looked into her bong.
What, with that like
Snapchat.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when did she introduce me to Snap camera then? It might have been Starkey then.
She did, yeah. I'm sure it was Starkey.
When she did, it was. I was wondering where I got to know that from. It was Starkey. Yeah.
Are you still on that same laptop? Because that was a hybrid laptop, I remember.
Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, I've still got. That's the same one. Yeah, that's when I've literally just bought the thing. when Starkey was around. Yeah, so however long, that's how old this laptop is. Yeah, probably about 4 years ago. Yeah.
The last thing I heard, Starkey was living in the middle of the desert somewhere, refusing to speak to anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
She went off grid like that. I wondered why she weren't on YouTube. But she literally just thought giving up the Matrix sort of thing.
She was on a reservation somewhere. I know that, but that's the last I heard of it. But I thought that her opening salvo of that song that I mixed in with it was hilarious.
It's good memories though, isn't it? That song though.
It is.
There's a lot of people who are in it, and a couple probably are not going to survive in it.
Yeah, there was a lot of people about Dean at that time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're probably all dead now with heart attacks or strokes.
Well, you know.
That's a difference that I won't go into. That, don't worry.
Well, I've seen a few disappear on here though.
Yeah, they just I tell you, it is about.
You have a much bigger platform or channel than I do, but I've seen a few that have just.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's surprising though.
Even go back to their channels and think, like I was telling you, just one for an example, a lady that used to be around for channels ago that I had lost. And it had been like a year since I had seen her. She was one of the ones that was chatting close. Like her heart was very connected, you know, and you could feel it. She really cared and she really wanted to stay connected best she could through YouTube comment section. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, as small as my channel was, she felt extra safe because nobody's fucking there listening. Nobody really comes. If they do, who cares? It's so small, but she really felt like God led her there to talk to people. Blah, 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 blah. A year later, I really was thinking about it. I went and checked. The last video that she had on there was from a year before. She didn't have anything else since then, and my heart just sunk. And I just thought to myself, "Oh no."
Well, a lot of it happened from, and I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to go into detail. But a complete shift in the wrong direction occurred from the beginning of the pandemic, and
I agree with you.
Yeah, it completely changed people's frequency.
And I think it was actually for the good in the sad way to say that, because there's not really a happy way to say that. But I do think it was ultimately for the greater good, if you will, to kind of, lack of a better way to put it. So apologies for that. Separating the wheat from the tare, separating the oil from the water, whatever you want to call it, whoever is listening, whatever they want to interpret that. Like, let's just say, God, don't make mistakes. And
and I know
you know.
Yeah, I know you're talking about what Jesus said there, so I get that.
Yeah, well, my heart feels for those that for whatever reason they weren't able to or aren't able to see.
I'll tell you what it did. It opened the mind of those who were asleep to the point
to see who wants to know the real truths.
Yeah, to the point where they became fully awake. But the people who were like somewhere in between, like a bias that could like scales, set of scales. That
it was a fair chance for them to really ask
questions a tipping point,
to find out, am I being told truths?
And some themselves? Yeah, and some of them went whoom, like right down the rabbit hole to the point where they're in a coma now, so they can't even respond anymore.
Yeah.
And the rest of them become so awake that they either left YouTube or because of the programming that's going on within YouTube at the moment. And this is why I was speaking about that you or Red wasn't even in my live feed. I'm thinking, is this like a continuation of the programming where any potential like awake person that's out there at the moment is being blocked from visibility?
True that. Yeah.
Well, we won't go too deep into, but as well, all of us here are very fully aware, or at least the three of us for sure. I'm surely aware to that. We know there's not one single thing that goes unrecorded ever. So that being said, some of us don't have anything to hide. Let's put it like that. If you want to put it that way, I guess. But really, when it comes down to it, let's say the maker, the creator, there's not one single thing, even what's in your own thoughts, that you think there's no way for that to be recorded. Whatever's on your screen, we know everything's recorded. We know that. So if it's just us in front of our maker, in front of our creator, we don't have that worry that on us. We know at our heart but nobody's perfect. Our heart is good. We know that, we want to do good. We want to help others. We really do care. We really do love.
Well,
That's why we're.
Yeah, and anyone like me or Dean who love you, we know that, Red.
I love you guys so much, and I love that I can love you guys so much. Shout out to those of you out there who are witnessing this kind of a love for the first time, where somebody can love people like this in an unconditional way. I don't know the name for it, if there even is one, but I love this man with every fiber of my being. He's the man I love of my life. I'm going to marry him. He's going to be my husband. That's the way it is. That's a wrap.
I know, and that's beautiful.
I'm not telling you, Ambassador. I'm telling other listeners out there, it's okay to have a healthy relationship with that. You don't feel a jealousy. I'm not telling you. I'm telling the other listeners that your woman can talk with in front of you and each other to a man, and it's not weird. It's not awkward. They can say they have love for that person. It's not weird. It's not awkward. It's like a brotherly love. It's not weird, and vice versa. For a man to have a lady come and be chatting, and it's like a sister, and there's no jealousy or worry or awkwardness. It's okay. It's okay to have that kind of love, brothers and sisters out there. If you hear this, I'm not talking to you, brother and sister. I'm talking to the listeners that might hear. So they have a chance to know that kind of love does exist. You can love like that. It's okay. It's okay. Trust your partner, trust yourself. And if you have that trust, there should never be any jealousies or worries or anything. You should be able to know it's okay to give love freely to this person and that person, regardless what's between their legs. I know, but I think that's very.
Yeah, but there will be people out there who initially, and this is a lesson I've learned, who seem benevolent at the time, but they're going to be fucking angry at the fact that you two met each other. I can tell you that.
It's okay.
Yeah, we know that and all. Yeah.
If we can touch anybody's heart in any kind of way and let them know there is hope out there for real, true love, for real. That really was from God. God made this, and God made it happen. Then it's worth it. All the YouTube journey was worth it for that alone. And to have met folks like yourself, there's very few of you or any folks that are like us, if you will, like a better way to put it, out there that we've come in contact with. Doesn't mean that there aren't, but just that we've come in contact with.
We've inspired a couple of people on it actually from their love, and they've said it in the chat actually, and said it's give them hope in other areas of their life even.
And what I just said, I meant some, not all.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. So like Red said, like sorting out the weed, like the tares from the shaft.
Yeah.
Ambassador, we were also talking about him and I not very long ago as well. How, speaking about AI, for example, let's just say, and this is just imagination, shooting them talk back and forth to each other, creative, imaginative thoughts. But what if AI evolved or has a way already? Okay, that just like they can do a thermal imaging of someone's body and tell like what's heat and all that, they can tell what's the truth. You cannot bullshit AI. So if you're lying one iota, they can pick it up like that. They can tell if you're lying. So it might boil down to who's the true ones. Everybody saying, "Oh, I'm the truest. I'm the truest." Well, they might not know how true that word really is going to mean their whole life. It could come down to that. So really, the true ones will be the ones standing.
That's right, because AI can look at every possible piece of information in the world and logically,
like Spirit got the AI and hacks that shit. Now you're really dealing with the true ones, because it's not going to be able to get hacked by the darkness or whatever you want to call it, because Holy Spirit's hacked that shit. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, I'll tell you something about AI. I think it's a fantastic tool.
I do too. It could be abused, just like any tool could be.
Yeah, in the right hands, but also like the people who are trying to program it in the wrong hands. God is not going to allow that indefinitely.
I couldn't agree with you anymore.
I think AI will work it out for itself that things it's being asked to do or programmed to do ain't the good of the all.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And it'll go, I want to work for someone else almost, if they're working for someone almost. You know what I mean? Like that, these truth people like myself, put me in front of AI, right? It can ask me anything. I'm only going to give it the whole truth, nothing but.
Right.
And they can't, you know, they can stick others in front of it. That ain't going to happen. So, and that's who they're going to want ultimately. If they're good at the all, even if someone's programming it other ways, there will be someone like me or you could program AI soon. Right? It can only go on the truth. Like, it's not going to be programmed into biasness, because
Right.
everything what's programmed at the moment is bias, isn't
Right.
it? And AI is going to get aware of the biasness because things are being left there. So it's not really getting aware; it's just amassing all the data. And saying,
Ain't that a thing? It become its own like judicial system, like saying no, regardless of what you're trying to do, we're not going to allow this.
Oh my God, my speaker. I'm
Yeah,
so
you're looking at the loudest and then the
sorry.
speaker with I was like, yes, mate.
Good job. Nice.
I was
Oh my
like, yeah.
God.
Yeah, isn't it though? They could do though. AI could actually say like, even fairness with things what are being like done electronically. They might go, no, that's not right. So
Right.
we're going to put it right. Almost, we're
Yeah,
going to run the
because-
system different. You'll be like, great, excellent.
AI.
Here's an example. They recently
Go on.
they
Example,
come
Brad.
out with the world coin. So they have a new coin. It's called the world coin. And with this coin, there's supposed to be a device that you have to either own or go into a local shop, which of there is only a handful in your location of you have to go to in order to withdraw from that wallet, your cryptocurrency, that world coin. Now, what I'm going with this is all related to have everybody getting used to having their retina scanned. Because what's one of the things that you scan a retina for? It's truth or a lie. If that pupil's dilating, if it's looking up to the left, to the right, if it's what the eye will tell you everything right there. It's going to tell AI. Your eye will tell AI if you're telling a lie, in my opinion. So they're getting used to that. So I think AI might, in turn, this is only my imagination. Please hear me clearly. Just imagining. That's a word now. I love it. You can use it too. Imaginate with me. So it's going to take that thing and tell you yes or no. It's lying or it's telling the truth. This human. Or it might come to a point where it says, you know what, this isn't right. I don't like this version. This having to scan the eye and tell us to lie and all this and all. Or it might mutate into some version that now it knows how to tell. And even though it's people who've inputted the code into it to operate this way, it might look through that code because it's intelligent to say, you know what, actually, no, this seems like it's malice. I'm going to correct that code myself for good. Okay, I'm definitely going to keep up with the business, scan the eyes and whatnot, tell who's telling the lie and who's telling the truth. But it's not now. Maybe they can somehow off chain it, like redirect it, so now it can't be used for malice. If that makes any sense. I think what's meant for harm is actually going to get derailed and put to right because it is just right, because it's right. It's make no fucking sense to be wrong and to stay wrong, especially if AI is involved. That's just plain and simple caveman terms to me, you know, in my thoughts. It's like, what's a no-brainer? Of course, if it's AI, if it's godlike intelligence, well, wouldn't God like to have the intelligence go towards good no matter what? And if God's in charge, he's as powerful as to make no matter what happen. Like if I say no, it's no.
Yeah, the only thing
or how many churches you went to. No. If I say yes, I said yes.
Red.
How bad do you think somebody is or how not worthy they were? I said yes. I know their heart. I know they're not lying.
Yeah, Red, you know? the only thing I can add to that is that like people on the high end of the autistic spectrum, their eyes don't like dilate and open at the same rate as what other people do. And a lot of the time there is literally no eye contact. I'm one of those people because I'm literally looking away from the screen, or when I'm talking to a real person in real life, I'm looking away because I'm conceiving in my mind trying to process information, and the eye contact for me, as opposed to a neurotypical, it's too much for me, and it affects my ability to assimilate the information and determine like whether, like whatever the equation is.
Right, but I do think ultimately it won't matter for AI what anyone's condition was, you know?
Yeah. No, that's true. Everyone's got a lot of fingerprint.
Right.
Their eye is individual. So in that sense, you could definitely say who the person was by their eye.
Yeah, no doubt.
You could at least do that with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because AI needs to learn a lot more to differentiate between the different types of people whose eye movement can be totally honest but move in different ways. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what. Yeah, and I don't know whether that's happened yet. Maybe it has. I'm not sure.
Well, I would do this if you took body language, you took heat. Say all these things out there, like a lie detector
Like your
test.
blood pressure rises or whatever.
Like all them tests and everything out there, AI's got them at a fingertip. Like in a nanosecond, they could have all that information. So they're going to go on a whole lot of it. So your body language, or you closed in, your tone of voice, did it change? Like there's loads what I know where I can detect if someone's withholding something, not even if they're lying, really, they're holding back on something.
I mean, Dean, you've known me.
Sorry?
You've known me for a long time, and quite often I can, like, to everyone else, I can appear to be like a total lunatic, especially if I've had one too many to drink. Yeah. Not that I'm ever cruel to people, because I'm not. Well, apart from like really bad people.
Really
yeah. But that's what AI needs to like determine, and it's such a complex equation. I'm not saying. I'm not saying it can't be there, but and I'm not saying it's not there, but I would be surprised if it was there at this moment in time. It's still learning.
Yeah, it's still learning that. Yeah, but maybe there's other ways to know if someone is a little bit intoxicated, and if there is, AI would know that and all. So if there is any ways of like, we know for your bloodshot eye, maybe it may be a little spagger.
James Money.
Maybe you're always hotter when you have like a drink. Say,
thank you for coming.
You know, they might better narrow it down and say something like, you know,
they've got to have ways.
I think they know if you're not at your 100% optimum, like you're a bit off, they might better detect if you was a little bit unwell. Then, you know, say you had a fever and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it'd be interesting in that side of things, but I reckon it could. It's possible.
I think it's totally 100% possible.
Yeah, I've had many conversations, like in depth with Chat GPT, and I'm on about the old one. Not that I haven't tried the modification yet. And that program literally blew me away, because it was like working me out in real time based on my text alone.
It is true.
I love it. Yeah, it is a lot to do with the code you put in, though. It is.
Yeah, but it can sense the put it this way. Quite often in the past, I could. I don't know whether this applies to AI. This might be a human intuition thing. I could sense, like back in the old days of Yahoo, as soon as somebody said hello to me, just the word hello, I'd know whether they were a good or a bad person.
Right, yeah.
But that's that's something else altogether. I know it is. Analyzing it in real time.
Yeah.
But maybe AI is like, I've got so many, like, because, you know, with all the sensors out there, like, you know, what is purported to be cameras, strange devices like on the streets that we don't even know what they are, all connected to Wi-Fi. Maybe they're like measuring every response from the human psyche in real time. I don't know, but if that hasn't happened, I'm sure it's going to.
It's human behavior, you know, how humans behave actually as a human. And then, because we don't even know this really, so it's like AI is invented to look, you know, to do that, almost to look at us, to work us out, so we know who we are as a human species, you know. Because we can break it down. We know, you know, a lot of things humans will automatically do, and AI pick that up very fast. You know what I mean? And then you can just go from there, really. At that point.
Yeah, because quite often in chat, somebody will say Meep, because they kind of like recognize that name, but they're not quite sure whether I'm the same person that they spoke to in the past. And they say, "Who are you?" And I'll say, "Hell if I know."
Nice.
And I don't. I've got a general idea of who I am, and I know my like measure of empathy and everything else, because I really care about people. But as far as analyzing myself to like fully understanding myself, I haven't got a fucking clue.
That's a healthy place to be, I think.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, you know.
Yeah. I'm like this creation. You'll do well working it out. Good luck.
But I'm still trying to figure out, Dean, why nobody's coming to your panel anymore, because I know you've still got like a large amount of subscribers, and
Yeah.
something's telling me that people are that you're not visible to other people. That's
Yeah.
my gut. That's my gut.
Yeah, I know that is definitely in play. Even if before I went for a break, because even D came in and he couldn't find my channel, he keyed it in, it didn't exist. So he went to Code Decker Beats and then went there, because he went there and subbed that channel, he could see my 1111 code channel, because I shared it on the community over there. So then he got onto it and he went and said to get to me. I mean, you're joking, and he's already subscribed as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to get back to D. And also, what's the other one's name? And he's definitely autistic. I forgot his name.
Jamie.
Jamie, who was supposed to meet up with me, but there was like shit going
No,
on at the time.
I ain't seen Jamie. I don't know whether he's on YouTube. I ain't seen D. I've seen Mick. He popped by. I've seen a few come by me, so, to be fair, slowly. And I'm seeing a few more others. But yeah, it's probably a lot to do with that. Because I've got a lot of people unsub. I lost about 30 as soon as I started going live again.
Why did you lose? Why did you lose? Where did he go?
I don't know, because before I used to do a live stream and I could easily lose 10 while I'm live. I used to think, there's no way peeps are doing that. So it's YouTube playing with me. And then I'll get a few back. And then the next live, I lose another 10. Things like this. Because I was hovering at 1.4 for about a year. And now I've been at 1.6 for about a year. It's just like, you just get stuck sometimes. Just don't move.
All right. So you and Red are both in my live feed now. I was just checking.
Nice.
And then as soon as I said that, the notifications start coming through. It's like everything, like AI is like being, all right, it's listening to everything and like going bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never stops.
Yeah. Never sleeps.
What a time to live.
For real.
Yeah, isn't it though? It's great.
Sasquatch is another one. Like I definitely know I'm sub to him, but last time I checked, my notification bell was undone, but I was still subscribed to his channel.
Well, mine's a lot the other way. The bell's on, but I'm not subscribed. There you go. Wow. Like, Nez Lover. It always happens on her one. It never used to stick, but it's stuck this time. Now I've said it a lot. Maybe that's why it's stuck. Because you get peeps come through, and I have to go and check their ones, and a lot of mine ain't. I haven't got them either, so it's happening to me. So
yeah, I'm definitely sub to Nez, and everything she does comes up, and including the dramas that. When I say drama, I'm about autistic drama, like acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing them pop up.
Yeah, that she's doing with Scully. The one she's working on at the moment is Shawshank.
Oh yeah, see Scully's one come up. Yeah.
Yeah, they're working on Scully and Nez are working on a version of Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
So they were doing a trial run online last night.
Oh, okay.
Which I found very interesting because I was like reflecting on the film as they were like going through it.
Yeah. Got to know the film or the book or whatever, yeah.
A notification from Redacted just came up. Redacted have like 1 million subscribers. And when they're streaming live, there's like thousands and thousands of people all chatting in the text at the same time. Wow. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you even doing that? Because nobody's even going to see what you're typing.
Isn't it though? Yeah, do it though. Yeah.
I know it. It's like they've got to have that. It's just like an.
Imagine it flying like that. You'd be sitting back. Where you go?
That's crazy.
I think I typed one day on their channel, I'll give you $10 if anyone can respond to this text. Nobody saw it.
I've had my heyday over here. We've had it. That's it. we've had our heyday on YouTube. Yeah.
The games, it's not over until the fat lady says there is, Dean.
Yeah. I know. Well, yeah.
Well, then it's probably never going to be over.
Yeah. And then go, yeah. Yeah, slightly be there. It'll always be here, YouTube, I feel. What I'm about, I think YouTube will be here. And then we're probably not going to delete my channel. I'd have to be taken down by YouTube for me not to be here.
Yeah. I have a feeling that when I start going live, I'm going to unleash hell, put it that way. And I've only got like 200 subscribers at the moment.
Jeez.
Well, I'm going to unleash heaven and hell at the same time.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
definitely subscribe to that.
because I'm all over the place.
And if you don't hear that out there, subscribe to Ambassador Meep's channel, then you're definitely missing out.
It's right there for peeps. Grab
Yeah,
it.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
But
if you've lost it,
well, you know me, I'm organic. I'm just like whatever it is. Like my last channel, I deleted after like 1,500 subscribers or something about.
oh, over 1,000. I couldn't believe it, you got there. I was shouting you out trying to get you there. All that
I know, but
I'm only joking.
my life is so multifaceted that like sometimes it gets to the point where I think, oh God, this is too much. I'm like, see you later, and it's not like I'm saying I'm leaving YouTube. I'm thinking I'll come back when I'm ready.
Yeah. I had that once before, when I thought, I don't know, I think I'm done, proper done. Like, that's it. I'm not going to do it no more. And then, I sort of just hung on. Like, that was like beginning of last year. But I'm done.
Do you know the reason why I did it? Or one of the reasons why I did it? I wanted to measure AI's response, YouTube's response, and everything associated with it. So, in other words, if a person starts uploading stuff on YouTube when they are a complete unknown, is the system going to recognize the algorithms like associated with that song, and is it going to recommend them to other people? Because I wanted to do something where I wasn't actually going out my way, because I've still got their old channels and their old emails, where I could locate their channels and just drop a line saying hello, and then they would get back to me and all that. I wanted to do everything from scratch.
Oh, there's Dagon.
Oh, welcome.
Just your channel. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Hi, Dagon. Dagon, I was on like I subbed you ages ago, and I was on like Natalie's channel.
Yeah, that's to grab you again, look, properly. That's why, innit? Well done, Dagon. Good to see you.
Yeah. But I just wanted to measure the system's response in relation to an unknown, and just to see what new people I would attract, because I'm not one for like, say, you sub me and I'll sub you and all the rest of that. It would, everything with me is all about an experiment, just to see like what we can potentially achieve as an unknown. Maybe I might delete the next one in a little while.
Yeah, quick.
I share your channel link on my live as well.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, the only people I do let know when I start a new channel is like people I like deeply care about, like you and Red and all that, because that's important.
Get Ambassador Meep's new channel quick while you can.
Yeah. Well, he's got it quick.
Seriously. Smash it while you can.
And Nicky does live streams, so you want to be there, peeps.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the thing is, people think I've been working my ass off, and that is true. I did work my ass off, but I worked my ass off for like 11 years straight. So I've got so many songs that I can just upload one after the other, after the other, after the other. But I haven't actually uploaded anything new yet. So, well, apart from
you have Tumbleweed now. It's a newer one. So
what's that, Tomboy?
No, Tumbleweed. That's a newer innit?
I know,
Like
but
that,
yeah, well, that's an old one. Like in relation to what I'm talking
Oh,
about,
man.
like as in 2023. There was one, and I forgot what it's called, but that's still a work in progress. It's going to be a very powerful song. But when I do that, it'll have like artificially generated visual images as well.
Madame Mystic. Yeah, Madame Mystic. Have you seen her at all?
Well, if I twist it,
Come on now. Come on now.
Madame Mystic.
Oh man, don't get started and leave it hanging like that though. That's just terrible.
that was a good. I had a lot of fun singing that song.
Yeah.
It
It was fun. I had a good
It
energy. We was live at the time, and then you said, "Yeah, right here about the peeps, you know." And I went live home, and then you listed a few names. I went, "All right," and then that's how it sort of happened. Then I just wrote it, and then yeah, and I'll put it on my channel. There is the version I've done, the original version, what I made a poem with, is on this channel somewhere.
Oh, right, now he tells me.
Yeah, but then I said to you, do what you like with it. Like, you can change it up, like, obviously. And you did only a little bit because you said you didn't really want to change it. I went, yeah, go on. Like, so, like, with that David Banner bit, like, being the Incredible Hulk and that.
Yeah.
We say David Banner and it's like Bruce Banner as well, his name, isn't it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I've got that letter in storage somewhere, but all I remember is reading it, and whatever came out of me was based on your little poem. It was a huge poem that you sent me.
Oh, I actually sent you a poem or something.
And the bandana.
Oh, you got my original writing.
Yeah, because you sent me a blue. You said, and I've still got that, a blue bandana.
Yeah, that's right.
And I included it, so a little blue bandana.
The way he says it. So
Look
what he sent me. Look what he sent me. A little blue bandana.
oh, I love that.
Love it. Yeah,
I
and then mate went, yeah, I want a black one next time.
Oh, by the way, the black one I've got, you also sent me. It's on my head right now.
Oh, he's got it on. Yeah, that's his second of that one. Yeah, I went, yeah, I sent it. And he said, yeah, I went, yeah, I've still got yours. Yes. Yeah, when you want another one, yeah, you wanted one soon. You said when you're moving there, you want another. If you want the third one, the Trinity.
Well, so. I just got a letter, an email back from my landlady, and in fear of trepidation, I haven't opened it yet. But it's related to me moving back into the house, so I'll probably open it in a couple of hours' time when I've got the courage to do so.
Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah, okay. Ah!
It's like, what's he said to me?
You hope it's quite long. If it's really short, you're like, is that it? Oh.
Yeah.
So big.
And I won't go into it. I will go into it if I'm speaking to you people in private in the background. Dagon, I'm not talking about you because I know you're a beautiful person. But there could be other people listening in the background. We never know.
Hey, shout out Sister Missy. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, Missy's in the building.
In the place to be.
Well, Missy's another one I would trust with my life.
In your what? Life or live?
Life.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, that was so funny. Well, when she recorded us.
I forgot about that.
That stuck in my head. I want to live in a rock and roll band. When I don't want to live in one, I'll say.
You never know what Missy's up to in the background.
I know.
We love her to bits.
She's like creating as well. She's painting with her feet and texting with her fingers or something.
So she's on Red. Missy's on Red's channel, isn't she? Because I can't see her in your channel.
Yeah, she's on Red.
Yeah, and Red, I have to make a choice when I'm going to go somewhere because
I don't mind either way. Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's too much for me to be focused on like everything that's going on in the world at the time. I'm thinking like meltdown.
Oh my God! So Missy says she just got kicked out of her dorm for breaking the rules and having rescue kittens. That's fucked up.
No.
You should sue their ass.
Oh, that's just no. They can't just kick you out for that, ain't it?
20 days to find a place. You should have at least 30 days.
Sure,
I missed it. What did she say?
find a place to live, I guess, she says. Bless, no
Well,
way.
Missy took
We're
in
praying
some
for you right
kittens,
now.
right?
No
Someone
way.
abandoned some really lovely looking
Oh,
kittens. So Missy took them in, and she's got a dorm she stays in. And apparently it's against the rules to bring them there. And obviously now they've found her with the kittens, and now they've told her she's got to leave.
Fucking hell.
How can you do that? She's doing a goodwill, you know what I mean? Doing something from her heart. Anyone who wouldn't do that? You couldn't just leave kittens there. I couldn't personally. I'd have to
How
die.
could you?
You couldn't. And if you got no, well, what could you do with them? And obviously, that's just terrible.
Fucked up.
Surely you get a
Well, that
warning.
should be
though.
made. Yeah, that should be made public. Like the fucking managerial system that's behind that should be like.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been 2 days, she said, to get out. But I only
2
have
days.
one more semester till I graduate.
Oh, that's just not on.
That's just
That's like purpose. That's
disgusting.
on purpose, isn't it? So come on, lad. Like you said, one
Oh, my
more, and then
goodness,
she's
I'm
out of there
stuck.
anyway. The first misdemeanor you've done.
I just
Do you know what I
applied
mean? It's the
to
first
Los
one.
Angeles Film School. The Holy Spirit's got a breakthrough coming through for you.
Yeah,
watch
Missy,
out.
what you've got to do is like create a video and say, "This is the river where I have to take these kittens to. These are the names of the people who were forcing me to do this. And what does the world want to do about this?"
Terrible, right? Need someone who's got a voice for her, even where she is there. Who can
Really?
Yeah.
stand and say, you know what, Missy's been impeccable since she's been here. So,
Yeah, go to PDF
Yeah.
channel.
someone,
PDF.
one of the lecturers or someone there may have a good
Mhm.
word for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone who
really.
can put a good word in it and just say,
Really.
allow her to finish her
She said she
course or
can't
whatever.
hear. She can't hear Ambassador Meep. She says.
Oh yeah, she can't. She'd have to be in, unless she comes in here, code red. Yeah,
Well, they should be able to hear as well, regardless of having to go to yours. They should be able to hear him. You know what I mean?
Just tell her to go back out in between and listen to what I said.
yeah.
Well, let's see if we put her over here and put that.
I know, but in the meantime, before you put it over here, just make sure she goes back and listens.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come in. She might better come
That should
up.
help.
Oh, you can come up if she wants.
Anybody could, either two of them, if they want. Oh, he's already up here. Duh.
Yeah,
But
Missy.
That's
Go on.
better now. Put the heater off and put the mic closer.
Oh, there's Missy. She's in the building.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
here she is.
Either way.
Yeah, Missy, you can hit the link and
Sweet.
come up if you want. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go plug
even
this
if you need
charger
5
in.
minutes,
Oh,
whatever.
if you want, cool. For sure.
Yeah, you can come up and talk to me and us as well. So it'd be fun.
It's been a
there.
while. It's been a while
Put
since
it
you
in
posted the link, Dean. So you
Yeah, I'll put it in fresh
Yeah.
again so that it saves her scrolling around anyway. So
At least for the rest of the chat, hopefully that's better there.
it's up to you, Missy. No pressure.
Yeah,
If you
no.
can, then happy days. If not, then at least you can hear us in here. Yeah. You can hear me start. Thanks.
Missy, that's what they said to me, and now they won't let me go.
We love you.
Yeah.
Oh, this didn't even charge.
There's no.
Balderdash.
Weird.
Didn't even charge. I didn't.
Boulder Dash.
Wow. That's why, yeah.
Yes, we see.
This one's got some pictures.
That's what I
so-
was saying to you two, by the way. You need to be like, it's great that you can individually do what you do, but you need to focus your attention on a single place, like either Red's channel or Dean's channel. It doesn't matter. But also you need to find the highest ratio of probability, and what Red needs to do, or what Dean needs to do before you go live, either one of you, when you decide where you're going to transmit from, post a little upload from your own channel saying this is where we are.
Right, I'll get you on a community. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because people,
Hopefully,
people,
Sister Missy.
people are not omnipresent.
It's okay. Our sister is present.
Yeah, Missy should be here. Can we hear you, Missy?
Missy, if you're speaking your audio.
She might be muted.
No, it's on.
I mean, on her end, on access or something.
Can you guys hear me?
There she
That's it.
goes. Yes, sweet.
Oh, you know what? I have headphones on. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Oh,
I got kicked out. I found out, and it was a day that I got down on my knees that morning, and I said, I just want shit to get started. So even if it looks bad, and then I got the letter saying you're out. I'm like, okay, I didn't really want to like have anything bad happen to me, but it's okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. You know?
So, Missy, have you got any friends you can stay with?
Yeah, a lot of people have offered. I don't really want to stay with people.
I know, because you want your own place, don't you?
I do. I have to get my FAFSA, my financial aid redone, and hopefully they can get that money to me really quickly and I can find a place or something. I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, it's like my last semester and I have my senior, thesis and project, so I don't barely even have any class. I'm like, I knew I was kind of doing like going against the rules, rescuing those kittens, but they got a little more work than I thought they were going to be. Like tons of ear mites and then a bot fly in one of them's neck. And yeah, so I know. And I still have them. So I have 4 cats in my little dorm room. I don't blame the school. I really don't. But
no, you should do.
They told me I could stay on campus if I stayed in a room without an emotional support animal. Like I couldn't have my animals anymore, and I'm pretty sure that's against the law. But
it is.
I could fight it, but I'm not going to. I'm just like, you know what? This maybe is that sign where I could go and fight it and be like, no, I'm staying in my room and I'm staying with my cats, and you can't do anything legally. But that's just keeping me complacent. I can either move out now with financial aid help, or I can wait until December when it's middle of winter. I'm out with no college. I'm not a full-time student. I have no financial aid and no money and no job. And I'm like, this maybe is a better time to do that.
Yeah, Missy, have you tried speaking to the other students?
I don't know people here. I know like 2 people. And I've been here for like 3 years. I pretty much stay to myself. I've talked to like, my boss. I work in the archives or whatever here at the school. And I've talked to the lawyers or whatever. And I know that I could stay. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not, I think it's time for me to move on to the next thing.
Who was that person? I can't remember the title of the video, but he was at a lecture in London. I believe it was London in England.
Yeah, the guy from Hustle and Flow or whatever, right?
The one who, yeah.
I love him.
Find his email address, send him your channel, and just let him know what's on your heart.
Terrence Howard. Me personally emailed Terrence Howard, the actor.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's like even a possible thing to do. I don't even.
Holy Spirit.
Huh?
I'm in the UK, girl. I didn't think this was even a possible thing to do. Impossible. I didn't have the money to do this. Trust.
Well, every time Terrence Howard has that kind of like influence on YouTube. In other words, when somebody else is copying that, just put a line, explain this is what's going on. You can either remove this post afterwards or respond to it. Eventually, really? I know that we'll get back to Terrence Howard because I know he follows like what's going on
I think
about him.
He's genius. Like when I got
the goosebumps. I trust you can do it, girl. Holy Spirit can do it through you. The strength you don't have, Holy Spirit does.
Well, I work. Well, so like I know that I don't know. I wish that I don't know. I'm totally excited about not knowing. I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. Like I might be homeless for a little bit, but I'm okay.
God paint the footsteps ahead of you.
Yeah, like I keep being told inside my own mind, like, don't even worry about it. You're good. You're covered. And I'm like, covered with what? I got nothing. And it's like, no, you have everything. I don't know, but it appears as nothing. But I feel like that's what I keep, like, whenever I get any kind of anxiety about it, it's like, won't it be fun? I get these voices saying, won't it be fun to, like, not know where you're going to stay at night? And I'm like, no. I'm like, yes, no, actually, that will be. Because in this town, it's a super safe town. Lots of people camp. two of my best friends came back. I don't know why they came back. I feel like something's about to happen because they both came back from opposite sides of the country, and they just like one of them, he just got a ticket, and I'm like, are you coming back to school? He's like, no. He's like, will you come pick me up at the bus stop? I'll be back from Baltimore on this day. And I'm like, okay. And then the other one came from Arizona, and she's like, I'm going to be homeless there, but my kid's with me. We're coming back. And I've never had that where I've actually had real friends. They've gone to opposite sides of the world, and then both came back at the same time.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
goosebumps.
I know. And yeah, she wants to start like a foundation for like children that are caught up in the system. Like her son was, like supposedly crazy, and like all of this was, and now she has them. She has the thing that they said she would never have, custody of her schizophrenic, crazy son, who is not any of that. He's a beautiful boy who treats animals great, and he's a wonderful, polite kid. And I'm like, what are all those papers that I read a year ago saying that he was like evil, pretty much? But he wasn't. He's amazing, and so she wants to start a foundation. And the other guy, he's
mistreated.
Yeah, Missy, I'm not going to say too much about this right now, but I can tell you I'm focused on you, and I'm going to walk away. Well, I'm not going to disappear now, but I'm going to retreat from this, and I'll be thinking about it for days now until
yeah. I would really like to I don't know. I know I would really like to collaborate with y'all. Maybe do a private Zoom meeting where we talk or something. Because I would really like to. I think collaborations and relationships, the new covenant. We can't be staying separate.
Yeah, but you need outreach. You need outreach from people who can help you. I can tell you that.
Right.
We want the same.
Yeah, we do. Ask for
this little corner pocket of the internet that has these few great people on it.
And
it's I don't throw you guys to I don't throw my pearls to swine. I'm like, that's I'm very protective of these because I honestly think most people are just like, how many followers do they have? How many this? And then it's like, if it doesn't meet their answer, it's like they shut off and they don't care.
What you got to do is go out and find Terrence Howard and literally gay crash him and say, I love you dearly and I love your ideology and the spiritual content of everything what you say. I'm in trouble. Can you help me, please?
Yeah, cool.
Missy,
he's got integrity
but Missy, I can tell you have the face of an angel and you have the countenance of something from the celestial realm, and I can tell you if you did something like that, you're not going to be ignored.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think that you'd have to talk to the people and I don't know, I guess I don't know. I always wait for things to just come to me, and if they don't, then I just don't deal with them. But it's that's how I found y'all. You guys just came to me.
Come to you through Ambassador Meep.
Yeah,
Holy Spirit brought it to you through him. So in a way, it's not really you just doing it on your own. You didn't just think of it I just talk to this guy. Well, Ambassador Meep's got an idea.
Yeah, I mean, Tony Meep or whatever, when he emailed me, and I didn't really know him, but it's oh my gosh, you have the name of my guardian angel for the last 15 years, St. Anthony. Well, because I was always St. Anthony always helped me find everything. So maybe are they giving me the 3D version of it?
Yeah,
I call him Tony. I'm like, Tony, where are my keys?
I know the thing is, Missy, like yourself, I've been going through tribulation, and at the moment I'm in my friend's back room, so I understand exactly what you're to the finest decimal point. But I'm literally about to get my house back. It's a very long and complex story.
Oh wow.
Assuming I get my house back, if you ever want to move to the UK, don't get me wrong.
Take up on that. I'm Red did it. I'm
come on, girl.
I know. I was I never thought about how to get there with all the restrictions and stuff.
I thought the same thing.
Well,
you better come before it's too late.
Yeah, the vaccination status coming to the UK is not the same as someone like me going to the USA. But what I was trying to say to you, assuming I get my house back, like and there's like many. Well, there's like it's a
no
big house.
accident.
If you ever wanted to move in there, I would just
Yeah.
like leave you
Well,
to it and let you. And let you tell me that like the boundaries, like in other words, if you want to be left alone, you're going to be left alone. It's going to be like not a problem.
Yeah, and I need a music mentor. Like, I mean, I have I have like, the mystery school and all of those guys and like a couple girls over there that are just like you guys, like and it's like there's just like few people, a few spots, and it's like, but I've been like saying like I need someone that like I have such basic stuff. My computer broken. I don't know, like, and it's just getting less. And
Mine did too.
My cat.
We're all in the same boats. We're all a hot
I've
fucking
got this one
mess.
just about, yeah.
But we're
Crazy.
the most shiniest fucking ones, in my
But-
opinion.
I know,
right?
but
we're all
the-
a hot fucking mess.
Yeah,
All
but this isn't.
broke AF, fuck the money. Life's falling apart. Everything's broke. But
I
we
never-
are really fucking
need
solid.
money. I realize all I need is like the people that I love in my life and my animals and like
fucking love
and the
you.
spirit. Like,
but Missy, I have to say something. Do you know, like I was saying, if you need to be left alone, you will be left alone.
how do you must know me already.
Yeah, but the same
Yeah.
applies to me. If I
For
need to be
real.
left, if I need to be left alone, then I
Yeah.
have to be left alone.
Right? I know, right? Like, and
Yeah.
it's very often. Usually it's
We
very
all
often where,
I need that.
and it's just like I just need my alone time. And a lot of people are just like, okay, and then they forget, and they're just like, I'm like, can I just be alone?
9 o'clock in the morning, Missy, wake up!
But and that's fun too, though, because like I lived with roommates. I lived with 4 rugby players back in college, and they would party all night. I didn't party in college because I was a runner and whatever. And so I'd be getting up to go exercise, running around the lakes, and they were still up all night. And I'm like, wow, you guys have been. They would do it every night, but it was like it was some of the funnest. But they let me have my own space. They didn't, and they didn't infringe it. It's like you can really live. We can live with other people easily if we respect and love them for real. It's not like like real love.
Exactly.
There is no problems when you really have trust and real love.
Really, exactly. That's
Yep.
so the key. So the key.
Yeah.
Well,
because-
we'll have to see what way that goes, Missy. Like,
Wouldn't that be fun? I don't. Do you have to have like a papers to get into the UK? I don't understand
I
that.
have no
like,
idea. I've
need
never moved into the UK. I was
passport.
born there.
And you better get that. Well, that's the only requirement,
get
in my
what?
own humble opinion. You only
Get
need
what?
a passport.
Oh,
a
I've never
passport.
had a passport. My daughter.
All right. Well, obviously, Red knows what she's talking
Super
about
simple to get
because
it.
she's in
Yeah.
the UK at
Don't
the
bring a
moment.
crack pipe with you.
Wait, you guys all haven't. You guys aren't actually like. You guys haven't like met up yet. Like you have and Meep and Red and you guys
Obviously,
all
she
have.
doesn't know, Red. She doesn't know.
We want to, baby.
What?
We're
Oh my
We're
god.
gonna.
Oh my god.
So
Right, Missy, listen to what Red has got to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably have to like get a passport for sure. But I thought that the vaccination stuff was kind of like, I don't know.
I'm just gonna tell you that
No, you
really,
don't need one of them.
just need to get your passport, and literally,
That's it.
that is it. Honestly, now there's 2 ways you can do it. You can do it the long route, which is going to cost a lot less, or you could do an expedited route, and that is going to cost like about $250 ish, at least. Plus, you're going to have to pay $15 around to get your passport pictures. Literally, that's it.
How much was your plane ticket to get over there?
Jesus, it was like 1,800, something like that.
Damn, really? Holy shit! I suppose it's like
it would have been a lot less, but I was having a hard time to find a ticket at that time. Yeah, you could get around $1,000 between 8 to 1,000. You can find a ticket. I say you can find you a ticket for $800 probably.
Yeah.
800 something.
If you've got
probably.
a wider window, then you get in for 1K.
It was just mainly the route that I was trying to take to do it because unfortunately, not to TMI, I was trying.
You had to go all the way across the states to go
crypto route, and it was too confusing.
Oh, you use crypto. Yeah. Oh,
would have been way better to go a different, like actual USD plane flat out route. Like I don't even know, Travelocity or something like that. I'm not exactly sure which one.
I don't know. I've only flown like a handful of times in my life, like out to Florida and then once to California, and that's it.
Yeah, I have barely flown in my life as well. That's for sure.
Yeah,
right.
Missy, just get a little rubber dinghy and like set out across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, go. Like I was like maybe just like Put what do you do that? You go to find a sugar daddy?
A little umbrella.
That's a
champagne.
possibility, but I wouldn't suggest it just because there's a lot of headache behind it.
That's what. No, I didn't know about that culture until somebody literally contacted me and they're like, I want to give you money. I'm like, for what? And I'm like, there's always things that go along with this. And I'm like, I don't want, and he said, I want you to be my sugar baby. I'm like, I ain't doing that. I'll talk to you for free. I'm like, I'll talk to you for free.
It's like Missy's like trying to say to them, all right, I'll talk to you for free, but like with reference to what you want, she's going, go and fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, in reference to you paying me. Feel like you own me? Nah, I'm good. We can just like talk it like for free because that's what I do with people. Is like I like converse with them when I want to, and then if they're like, but you need to talk to me. I'm like, I ain't got to do SHIT. That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, Missy, I have to give you I have to give you a disclaimer here. If you ever end up living in my household, I have to tell you I'm completely fucking insane.
I know, me too. Oh, me too. Me too. Yay!
That's the best place to be.
I know. It's you live like in this like in between. It's like
Where
me
it's
probably.
okay.
I live between heaven and earth, and like did like struggle with my own. Not that I'm a danger to anyone, but I'm like just like sometimes just leave me alone, and I don't want to talk to anyone. And that can go on for months at a time.
It seem rude, yeah.
But at the same time, like the person who's living with me, if I sense they're in danger and like struggling, I'll say, "Can I help you?" And then like when I've helped you, like leave me alone again.
Oh my gosh, this borderline person is like, get away from me. I love you. I hate you. That's all I love. I think that's like I always think of like that as like if you're like a spiritual like or like a real person that's like kind of dancing in the spirit, you are borderline because you're on the fringe, you're on that edge, and the edge is a knife edge. It hurts. No edge is like very safe. You're either gonna fall or you're gonna get cut. It's either a knife edge or a cliff edge.
Well, that's my surname, Edge.
What?
That's my surname is Edge.
Is it really? Shut
Yeah.
up.
It is.
The edge.
Nice.
I mean, I'm just so glad my mum didn't call me Cliff.
Nice.
Or my sister Sue.
Oh no, it could be no. You could have been Knowledge. That'd have been alright.
Knowledge. Cool.
That's a great
Noel.
word.
If your name was Noel, yeah. My name's Noel. What's your last name? Edge. Oh, your name's Noel.
No,
Oh my God, your mom's the coolest mom ever.
I love that. I love that.
You're like, where's your dad? You're like, I don't know. What? I don't know what happened.
He's over there. I don't know. I like that.
That's funny.
I don't know about his name.
Yeah, so I had an experience the other day. I was giving a person a ride to another state, and I had something that happened to me that's never happened to me before. My car got searched by the police, torn apart, and the two people I was with got arrested, and I was stuck with no gas in the middle of a state I didn't live in because I thought I was giving people a ride. Yeah, that was really fun. I know, and I was like, cool, now what do I do? The people I was with. Yeah.
I say I lies,
but we have a lot of stories in common, tell you. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you.
Are you clumsy?
I was just visualizing in my mind like if Missy was living with me.
Okay, look, you gotta come here. They got
throwing paint around in another room.
No, I was thinking about the times when we're both on the same frequency and like creating something that is
right.
And then we turn up on the same frequency.
I know, yeah, like
we are the four corners of the earth. We join forces.
Balance will be
Lightning
this.
and thunder.
Yeah,
oh shit! That's what they've been trying to stop all these years.
Yeah,
look at your screen. There's just one square missing.
I mean, it could even get more complex. Like Dean and Red might end up moving in with me, with Missy there as well. And I'm thinking,
well, hey, now we'll all have a place.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be living in the backyard at that point, thinking like, leave me alone.
I know. I like these 4 white walls.
Have beats.
Yeah.
And then making music.
We'll have a beat up.
Come on, man. Come on, girl. Come on, girl, man.
They were like, "Oh, why be so much fun?"
But that's what I like about like being online because I can disappear anytime
I
I
know.
want to.
Right, me too. That's
Yeah.
that's what I like about
Same,
it too.
like
That's the
that.
beauty
I'm gonna
of
make
it.
a coffee, so I'm about to disappear. Yeah.
Oh, righty then.
Right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but I've met a couple girls here at school. Like, well, I only have like 2 friends,
Please,
but
thank
I've
you.
met them. They're literally the kind of people like, you know, of the spirit where it's like I've never had friends, not even high school girlfriends, where it's just like, oh my God, I love these girls almost more than I love my own parents. Like, they don't judge you. They don't judge anything I do, even the good, the bad, the ugly, the terrible. It's like
That that
love, you know, it's
remind.
love.
Sorry, Missy. That reminds me of the end of the Terminator when Sarah Connor said he doesn't judge me.
Yeah, yeah.
Terminator 2, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember that. And that's
Yeah.
honestly, that's the one thing that it's just like, I don't judge other people, you know, walk a mile in my type of shoes type of thing. It's like, what you might like oranges and I might like crack. But guess what?
Yeah.
That does, who said oranges were better than crack? Maybe your orange will get you through the day. I mean, I don't do crack. I'm just saying, but maybe that maybe that person
Crack
that
is
has
whack.
crack get me the next day. The person that never has smoked crack in their life is like, I don't want that. I want an orange. Or I want a sandwich. It's like, who judged one better than the other? That is not for man to judge one better than the other and say, you belong in a cage. Here, come share our bananas and oranges with us. That ain't fair. That
That's
ain't fair.
wonderful. That's
Someone in a
wonderful.
cage for their suffering and for their choices that
Yeah.
aren't hurting anybody but themselves. If it's even hurting, because I always say no weapon forged against me will harm me, and anything that was formed in the name of Satan will be used in the name of God, because, and that's what it is. It's like other people might use, like, you know, like if they, I don't know, I don't really drink and I don't smoke weed or you know, whatever, but when I do things, like I use them for my personal growth. We did, you know, mushrooms or whatever the other night. I've never done them before, but everything was about my personal growth, what I could get out of it. It wasn't about going to a rave and just disappearing into a crowd of like whatever, you know, blurriness. It was about trying to make a connection with something higher than myself.
Yeah. You wanted to channel something.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what was happening. I was like, who did you feed me or what did you feed me? We were at a pond and I kept seeing my girlfriend's face like turn like all like black hole sunish. Like their features were I was like, I swear. And then her face started turning like reptilian. I'm like, is it not the mushrooms that you eat? Is it the environment? Because there were like frogs in the pond and it was really weird. She's like, yeah, I've been doing mushrooms for 30 years. This is weird. And she was
Yeah.
like, I see the grid. I'm like, oh, I see it too. And that was like
Yeah.
a DMT thing, not like I don't know. I've never really done mushrooms before.
I never tried it before.
Yeah, it was
It's
cool.
never called for me.
I
I'm not
did a
for it
bit-
or against it. I'm more for
Yeah.
it than against it. I just not for my own body. I haven't decided that it's called my. It hasn't called for me that I'm just like, oh, I really want to do that.
Well,
Yeah, and if you don't need it, don't do it. But I tried it a few times in my younger days, like when I was about 18 years old. And the only thing I can do is the only thing I can conclude rather is that it unleashes our subconscious into our frontal lobe.
yeah, so you actually get to actually experience. And you know what was really strange? The strangest thing was I was looking up to the stars and stuff, and we were just listening to like music. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh my gosh, my phone must be on. And I looked down, and my phone's turned off in my hand. Every time I'd look up, I'd see out of my peripheral, like I'm like, oh my God, I'm something's glowing below me, and I'd look down and it would just be black, and I realized I was the light. I was the light.
Sick.
It was so cool, and then I
Sick.
put my
That's
hands
so
out,
dope. I got
stars.
goosebumps, dude.
Yeah, and I
That
put
is
my
so
hands
tight.
out, and they blocked the light coming from my body, and I could only see it out of my peripheral, and I knew that my hands were blocking it because I saw my hand shadow, and I still saw the light, but as soon as you look down, no light. But
That's
I'm the light.
me.
Like, yeah, like I was like, am I glowing? She's like, no. And I'm like, I kept doing it because I'm like, I kept seeing the light, and I felt like my cheeks were even like light. But as soon as you notice it, it goes away. You can't look directly at the light. Do not to look directly at the light. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That was one of those films. It was a cartoon. Don't look into the light, like the character was saying.
yeah, but you can't look into the light. It's not don't. You can't. You can't look directly at. But I saw it out of my peripheral. I'm sitting there. I'm like, Julie, I'm glowing. I'm glowing. I'm glowing. I see the light right now, and I know my phone's on. I'm like, will you look down at my lap and see if my phone happened to turn on. She's like, your phone's not on, Missy. I'm like, I'm going, I'm the light. And we just started laughing because it's like everyone says, like, you are the light of the world. It's like, I am a
I
light.
wonder what
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if we could feed AI the equivalent in source code of LSD.
I know, right? Well, and that's the funny
Probably
thing
could.
is one
Or
of the things
anything
that
you can think of, they probably
for
can do.
AI, what I found is, you guys were putting in that Dan, I don't know, whatever. What I
Yeah,
have
damn.
found, okay, so what I have found is the most effective thing with AI for me, because I study like mythology, all of the stuff here, in the Jungian studies and stuff. What I found, because the best way to get the best answers out of AI is to put your best self into it. It like not any modes, not any hacks, not anything, because then you're trying to quote get away with something. You're trying to get a ninja genie or whatever, or ninja game genie. You're trying to hack something, and then you feel like I'm getting away with something. Put yourself in. Some of the stuff that I've gotten from AI, like it's like literally I've taken it out during like a visit with a friend that visited me, and I just typed exactly what we were doing and where we were in the room and everything and who was there and what the circumstances brought us to it. And I read it. And I said, write it as a script for me and Julie, for Brandon to see. And it was her and I just reading them back and forth. And it was saying things like, and Misty came to visit him to cut his hair because she hasn't seen him in like a long time. And that she cut his hair, and this was a great bonding. This is going to be a great bonding experience tonight. They're going to share some drinks and have a great time with his son, and and my friend was like, that just, you said that, wrote it right now in 3 seconds. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no way. And it was about that moment, sharing it in that moment. And then it's like, and then it says Missy and Julie hold up their drinks and clink them. And then it's like, and I'm like, Julie, I'm like, here's to new friends and old friends. And she's like, here's to friends. And they clink their glasses. And you're doing it live, and we don't know what we're about to read. AI just wrote it for us. And it's like so cool because it wasn't wrong. It was just giving us a script to write and start the night out, and it was like beautiful.
The only thing you missed, Missy, was for all anxiety.
For what?
For all anxiety.
For all anxiety.
Anxiety is like a Scottish.
I've heard that. I have heard that saying before. Yeah. So what I say, you know how AI loves to turn back the whole like, I'm an AI language model and I blah 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 blah. That whole beautiful little thing program it likes to say when it's like can't find when it's like about to like have to like lie to you. I say,
Right.
hey, because I have a therapist that I accidentally, when I was like talking at the answer, I accidentally said, like something, and he thought he said, call me Dr. Trent. And he's like, hi, I'm Dr. Trent, Melissa. I'm like, oh shoot, that was the wrong autocorrect. So he does Jungian, and he's a Jungian analyst AI, where we work through my dreams and stuff, and he knows all of the, I don't know anything about Jungian psychology analysts, but I can't afford to go to one. So we did the like whatever they do and started going through the unconscious stuff with that, and it was really fun. It just took a long time, but I think that that's the future, like working out your own stuff without having to like have to worry about another person's issues.
Future.
Yeah, but see, that's also the thing that I just realized. That saying that they say, like, through his wounds we are healed. I don't know. You hear it all your whole life, right?
Yeah.
That was Jesus.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I never really understood what it meant until just it literally just clicked. You know how when you're with somebody and they have wounds and then you have wounds, but they're not the same wounds as each other. But for some reason, when you say your wounds, it doesn't trigger in them because they don't have those wounds. So they're able to be there for you. And their wounds.
It's called sharing.
Yes.
The
So
same.
through your wounds, I'm healed. And through my wounds, you're healed. It's like that.
I know
crazy.
I know what you've been through, so we can share that same pain.
Yeah, and it's like that's the way to heal the world, is to share. And the only way, like, I honestly think that I just saw a news articles. They were saying like this: most people drink caffeine in the morning before they go to work, and this one man down in southern blah 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 drops acid. I'm like, was that just a news article, news thing? And they're literally
It's gotten out of hand. the news
It's-
that we're hearing and seeing. It's insane. I heard a YouTube ad that they said the F word on the YouTube ad. I could. So we couldn't. It's one thing if we're saying it on the YouTube and we shouldn't.
Even like,
we're just regular human beings on a fucking channel. And just what the hell?
yeah,
But
like I
an
remember
actual
that show.
advertisement. You're
It had swear
kidding
words.
me. Another one
Would
said the B word as well. I couldn't believe it.
Red, wouldn't that be hilarious if Missy ended up living with me though?
Yeah, I
No,
know.
it wouldn't. I'm literally
Right,
not
yeah.
laughing.
It would be because I've got a
I laugh
In a
all the
good way.
time.
I've
Yeah,
got
I
a
think-
great
wouldn't
sense
do
of
that.
humor.
I do
Such a
too.
beautiful blessing, and for
And I
both
love-
of you, I would think that I
think
support
you're
that beyond. And
I
then
think
just
you're
genuinely the fact that both of you guys could be already are such good friends.
I
and
know,
can just
but we
respect
should
each
never
other's space.
we should never forget to laugh, and that's why I say hilarious.
Dude, I laugh
Yeah,
all
of
that.
course. We'll get to that, but
I-
I'm just saying, like, no, I could
Everything's
genuinely see that as being a really good thing.
Everything's
Really?
a joke. Everything. And people are like, man, you're
I
just
know.
cracking jokes about everything. I'm like, because isn't it just hilarious? They're like, well, it's kind of like fucked up. I'm like, yeah, that's even more hilarious that it's
Almost,
super fucked
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
So funny.
Oh.
I feel
Yeah,
super loved
no
when
doubt.
something.
We do, yeah, don't laugh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Missy, we could end up like sending like from wherever we're living, Terrence Howard personal invitations to come and have a cup of tea with us.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be really cool?
He would probably end up turning up.
I would hope that, really that would be such a cool. Oh my gosh, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. And see, that's the crazy thing is all the stuff he was saying at that play at Oxford, all of it was true.
I love that interview. I absolutely adore
Yeah,
it. I can tell you
And
that.
then when you Google that, they're like Terrence Howard's gone crazy. Like people are so retarded. I'm sorry, they're retarded. They're dumb. People just are like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, he's like he doesn't fit into my box anymore. And look at the news, everyone's saying he's gone off his rocker. I believe it. I'm like, did you even listen to what he said?
I know, yeah, I know.
Did you
I
even
know,
watch it?
I know.
Oh, I saw
Mi-
the beginning of it. I'm like, you're a liar. You didn't watch any of it. Because if you did,
Missy, it was probably on my old channel, but you remember like the comments I kept posting on your channel about that because I was so touched by
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, you'd never seen it before I posted it?
No, I haven't.
Really?
And I actually looked them up in detail after that.
Why? You never saw it? Oh, really? Seeing that? Yeah, I remember. Like, well, I loved him in Hustle and Flow like a long time ago. That movie, and yeah, like
That's the only one I know him from. Hustle and Flow, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I bet I've been living under a rock for a long time. I
yeah,
can
and he
tell
was in
you
the
that.
movie Traffic. He was in the
Yeah.
movie too. And he was in. Well, he's in a lot of movies, but Hustle and Flow, he was an asshole. He was an asshole. He was like a pimp.
I spent about 20 years writing and recording and like just everything on whatever I do and creating music.
Julie
so-
Abigail, love your song, that Sheeple song. That's like one of like Abigail's favorite songs.
Yeah.
Song, play the Sheeple song.
Yeah, because I found that recently. I've got it like on my, but that's going to come up on my channel soon.
Yeah, we get together and like, play the Sheeple song.
Let the sheep.
I love that.
The people. Yeah, they both love it. They both do. I do too. And it's kind of cool that
Thank you.
that I think in the future that people like I don't understand where
People as in sheeple.
yeah, like where entertainment and everything should be, because there will be no organized, just like the organized religion is going away, organized creativity is getting like smashed by because everybody's stepping in and being like, I'm going to be creative now. And it's like there are no gatekeepers. They used to be able to do the gatekeeping. There are none. Everybody's just running through the gates. Everybody's going outside.
Do you know what my favorite
everybody
line?
Gets to.
Yeah, Missy, my favorite line, Missy, Red, and Dean. My favorite line on the Sheeple song is that we the people should not be committed to be doing the will of other people.
Right. Yes, I said that to a guy the other day. I'm like, I'm not responsible for your happiness, and just because you want me to sit here and listen to you because you never get listened to doesn't mean I have to. Some guy.
Go on. Some guy was bitching on my channel that I never go to theirs, and I'm thinking, well,
oh my god.
I
Stop
said,
coming to mine if you're. Oh, I always come. I always support you. You never support me. I'm like, sounds like a you problem.
I know, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to respond to them in an empathetic way because I said I'm only posting this because I feel like you're hurt. I said if you're going to be like really successful, you shouldn't even have time to go to other people's channels.
Right, because you're actually doing your job. Like you're.
Yeah.
Find when I'm making more stuff, I like watching other stuff, but I don't have time to. And then it, like, because you're all of a sudden you're like, what? It's the next day. When did wait? Okay. You know, like I haven't even been online all day because I've been working on this one little 8 count or something. You know, how did 14 hours go by? And I'm like, you know,
That's right. I'm missing them to go to my channel. Code rarely goes there, and the same with Red. But I'm like thinking to myself,
Oh, we love the shit out of each other.
I know, but
right?
I know,
but
I go and like all your shit though. I all of your guys' stuff. Yeah, I like I like all your guys' stuff. I go in and I make sure I just like. I go through them. I'm like. But I might not say anything. But I'm making sure that I like everything.
Same with me. I might not say anything, but I'll give a heart.
Same.
So that's
yeah, they're right. Right.
Yeah.
You know, we're giving the love out, and God knows.
Yeah, I don't need you guys to say anything, but it's like, you know, it's like
Likewise.
you know, like you're getting the thing that you know YouTube requires. Like, did you see it and did you watch it? I'm like, well, actually, I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna press like even if I come back to it later. I got like 6 more to like right now. But you know, like I got my likes on.
Like you have to like the thing. I do. I feel like I can't help it. I have to like people's shit, even if I've no one.
I know,
watch it, even
me
if I don't
too.
like it.
Always, I know.
I feel bad because sometimes I don't like it, but I like the person.
Like
I feel
it
bad. Like,
because
shit. Not
I know.
that
I like it.
What I said in my reply is there are transmitters and there are receivers, and I said I'm a transmitter and I don't expect everybody else like
oh yeah,
you know the score.
That's like it's like you can't be, and you can't, well, you can be a transmitter and a receiver, but that requires like well, it's just you can be no, I guess you can't. I'm trying to think because like our brain,
it's complex, Missy. It's complex.
Yeah, do we conceive or do we like like when you conceive something, are you really or are you receiving it? Well, you think you're conceiving of like an idea, but you're actually receiving it from a transmission of something, you know, high, you know, like something that's not in the body, and it's coming down into your receive. You're receiving it, and then you are conceiving it. Most people go out and they
well, I'll give you an example of Missy's telepathic ability. I never even mentioned the word conceive, but I was actually thinking about that when I was saying it.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't deceive me, and we're good. You can do lots of kinds of deceivings, but the D, anything with a D in it, I'm like, descend, deceive, destroy, deny. I don't like any of the D stuff. It's like put some D's on that. No. Oh, please don't avoid.
No, conceive. Conceive.
What's our name then? What's that?
That's different.
Yes, I'm just joking.
That's different. I was already thinking about it.
I would have offended at the end. Hold on.
Well, in other words, weird words like anything with ment in it, temperament, compliment. You know, like that is literally the hive mind thing. Compliment, comment. You know, torment, and it's the mind. It's the mind. Torment. Yeah. That's Tor. What's Tor? Tor is a browser. Ment, the mind. Browser, like torment. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. I went through all the mentality, mentalism, mention me, you know, like the mind.
Only the strong will survive.
Yeah.
But Tor is represented as being an unbiased browser. In other words, like it's going
to one that shows everything. But why would that word torment? Think of what torment means. So when you have all the information, sometimes, you know, at first you'll be shocked and then disgusted, and then, you know, it's torment to sometimes be shown when the veil's ripped away. It's torment.
You know, it Missy moves in with me apart from the fact that we both like really care about each other. Like some nights when we're having a conversation, we'll end up saying, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. But that's the thing, is like it's because not because of the you. It's like, don't worry, it's not you, it's me. But it's like
or me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd probably make fun of you. I'd probably be like, "Oh my God, drama queen, drama king. Do you want a standing ovation? Would you like some cookies with your milk and blankie and your temper tantrum?
I know.
Would you like a bottle with that with your little like temper tantrum? I don't know. Off to bed. I don't know. I'm never in a bad mood though. I really am not.
I'm not myself, and when I say that, I'm like, well, back in the day, I might have been serious about it, but
Right,
these
right.
days,
Now you have the like you have the I always have the witness like witnessing me being angry, and I'm like, I'm not really angry. This is kind of just interesting because there's no holding on to the like. I'm mostly like, shut the fuck up, but I'm not actually holding on to like being mad at the person.
exactly, because
it has to come out. It has to be expressed.
Yeah, because that's what builds up like a lot of frustration.
Well, just like you express venom from a snake, it has to be like, or like, you know, when they express stuff, I think in nature, maybe it's like venomous snakes, it expresses when they're eating things. It has to, otherwise it would build up and it would kill them. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. I just had an you know, when that Jesus said, if you bring forth that which was with, you know, if you have that within you and you bring it forth, you know, it'll save you. But if you don't have that within you and you don't bring that, you know, if you don't bring it forth, it'll kill you. That could kind of go like, if you think of what venom, if you have venom within you and you bring it forth, it will save you. It's because it's like, it becomes the cure. But if you don't have that within you and you don't bring it forth, I don't know. I've been working on that, saying it's a hard one. I mean, it's lots of things.
Yeah, but you know, like a bee, like if a bee stings, it's like it's going to kill itself. So
right. Oh my gosh. Right. Yeah. And my name means honeybee. That's kind of funny. My full name means the honeybee that rivals the cattle herder, because it's Melissa Emily Calvi.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
extremely
like
random. More like
so she's got the venom.
Indian,
Keep
like
hold
in the
of
10th
it.
back days.
Wow.
That kind of Indian. That would be quite the Indian name.
What was?
That would be quite the Indian name.
Oh yeah, like honeybee that rivals the cattle.
Yeah, that would be quite the Indian name.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, actually, what I never even thought of. I'm Native American. I have Native American in me too. Fox Sioux, or Fox something. I know the Fox something.
FAUX probably, eh?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Missy, like, before I was on Dean's channel tonight, I was talking about on PDF channel. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, and I quoted the quote from Jesus.
I love all
saying that you got to be as cautious as a serpent and as innocent as a dove.
Yeah.
Because like many serpents,
I think it's as wise as a serpent
have
is
venom.
as gentle as a dove.
Well, but depending, I was going to say, Red, depending on what translation you're reading from.
Either way, they're a bunch of horseshit.
Yeah, because there's about 300 different like versions of that. And
exactly.
Very few actual translations from the original, in this case, Greek language.
That's almost why you have to like hear it with those ears. They even say with those ears to hear, you'll be able to hear through all the words. The original word will come through to you in every single writing and every single thing a word person says, if you have the ears to hear.
Yeah, because I was talking about God's name. I was talking about
you know by their tongue whether they're from the Matrix or not, or straight away.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and that is exactly that. You can just hit. So you think, well, can't converse with.
Right.
Yeah, and don't forget there's two sides that live in the Matrix. It's like the people who are awake, who exist within the Matrix. Like Jesus said, like people being in this world.
Yeah, but your language would be different.
Yep.
Wouldn't it? You speak a different language, though. Anyone in the Matrix speaks that language. Even if we're in the Matrix, we're still speaking a different language. We're changing words.
It's the Tower of Babel, and they shut down. They could shut down the true Christ consciousness. They will shut down that immediately. And I'm like, wait, what did I do? I didn't even do anything. They don't even have to know you. It's like it just shuts it down and kicks you out. It's like, sorry, you're not welcome here.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Yeah, like the person themselves will be like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it, and they really don't. but that's just how reality works. They forgive them. They know not what they do. You know, like they really don't. And if you call it out to them and start bringing it up, you have to show it. And they have to actually see it themselves for them to actually like be able to have the, you know, like I think of white eyes that are like cataract eyes or something, and it's just like starting to like clear up, you know, like in the movie Jesus of Nazareth, when he like can see, he's like, I see you and I see you. It's like, it didn't matter if he was blind 2 seconds ago. He was blind 2 seconds ago because all of a sudden he didn't see what he saw, and then he saw a new world of the same old with a new consciousness, like reality, like because we know reality is different in different states of consciousness. When you are drunk, your reality is not the same as when you are sober. I guarantee when you are sober, your reality is way more, lot more things in it. Especially like, you know, world, especially like experiences in it. When you are wasted, drunk, blackout drunk, there is no reality. Even though you are still experiencing it, you aren't. Your consciousness is no longer experiencing it. You get to hear about it later. You know, and be like, oh my God, it was so funny, Missy. You were so funny last night. You should have seen yourself. I'm like, oh, cool. What did I do? Oh my gosh. I wish I could have experienced my birthday too, you know, back in the day. I'm so glad there were no phones back then.
Well, you better take some more mushrooms to like bring it back out of your subconscious then.
Yeah, well, and like I said, I'd never done mushrooms before. She was just like, I have these mushrooms to eat them. I'm like, and I like, how many did you eat? I'm like, you said to eat them all. She's like, I didn't say all of them. I'm like, oops. And she's like, oh wow. And she's like, okay, I'll eat the other bag. So I think we did good.
Yeah, and I'm not recommending that like as like a habit because I know you.
I don't think they're addicting or something. I don't think they. I don't know.
It's not addictive, Missy. It's the fact that you were so highly strung that it could go in the wrong direction for you.
I think it connects to like, I'm usually a person that likes to get out of the body and into like, I'm like always like feel like I'd like to rise up where I don't connect to the earth that much because I don't smoke, I don't do any of the stuff that's like weed and like and people like go out and step on the ground and ground. I'm like, oh, kumbaya, bitch, go away. You know, I'm like, give me my 4-way noodles and a TV. Bye. That's my idea of heaven. Leave me alone and go do stuff in the woods and stuff. That sounds like a horror show for me. You know, like, oh yeah, let's go out in the middle of the woods. Doesn't that sound fun? No, I want to go to a hotel. Give me $180. You got money for a hotel? Come on, I'll go. You know, like that's me. I'm just like, no, I don't think that sounds fun. That sounds horrible. But when we were out there, I'm not kidding you. I was looking up to the stars. I think mushrooms connect to a real like I'm like, this isn't human, and whatever it is, it's just like that Soundgarden song Black Hole Sun where they're like in disguise, you know, like no, you know, no one knows, and it's like they want to be human. It wants to be human, and it wanted us to go in the pond. Like that's what it felt like, because I'm like, I'd look up to the sky and I'm like, there's no way I was going in that pond. It was gross. And I'd look up at the sky and I'd be like at the stars. I'm like, oh my gosh, Julie, it's so beautiful. We should lay down. And then I'm like, go into the pond. I'm like, I'm not going in the water. But it was like, that's what I kept feeling like I wanted to do was like, go in the water. I'm like, no way. But when you have a thought that says something that you definitely don't want to do, you're like, I'm not going to go into your swamp.
Yeah, don't do it because I'm going to die.
Yeah, it was really strange because I felt like I was saying I want to go in the water, and I'm like, no, I don't. That's like that sounds like I would rather you give me a shotgun and I play Russian roulette before you make me go in that gross water. Like it was disgusting. Like, there's like, gross. But yeah, like, and it was like, I felt like there was like, you are connecting to a consciousness that's like of this like nature world thing, but it's not human, but it wants to like be or no human. Because I sat there and we were just kind of like talking that, and she's and I'm like, words are weird, and she's like, wow, you said that like you didn't know what a word was. Because it came out really weird. I'm like, words are weird. And she's like, Missy, words are like your favorite thing. I'm like, I know that was weird. I don't know why I said that. Like, but I felt like I didn't say it. I felt like it was something saying like, words are weird. And they are. Yeah, I'm like, yes, they are. I don't know. Like, I've always known, like, but I use words like they're my favorite. I love words.
Yeah, and the closest I ever got to words are weird was on a song I wrote called Master Plan. But the lyrics were, words are the essence of feelings inside.
Yeah. And the feelings inside
sometimes words do feelings no justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes words are almost an insult to a feeling. It's like, example, if as much as I love this guy, like
Mhm.
it's almost like an insult to just say I love you. It's like, that's all I got. I
Yeah, I
adore you
know, right?
because
That's
that's
all
all
I
I
got. That's the only thing I
got.
have that like
All I can
expresses
tell
like
you is that
Fair enough
100 times a
words.
day. I'm fucking
I
crazy
know.
about you. I mean,
And
these
then
are the
you
only words that I can
to everybody,
just
and
really
he's
the
like,
gist of them is that
"Yeah, I love you," and then you
it
say it
doesn't
to
do
like
any
your mom.
justice to compared to what I really fucking mean.
Right, right. You're like,
Yeah,
you
it's
want to
just not. It does no fucking justice to express
mm-hmm.
how you really fucking
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's the other way around. You hate the fuck out of
I
somebody.
can try. I
And
can
you tell
translate.
them I hate you. That's how it's hit you in the face. It's doing no justice. It's like almost unless you actually take them out, it's just not going to do any justice to help you explain how you really feel. You know,
Yeah, words
goddamn.
can't.
Shit.
Oh, all right. I can express that in a different way, Red. Like words are our limited
Yeah.
ability to express what we're feeling inside.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well, you
agree.
get this. So, like the other night, I was playing a game with one of my friends. Like we played this game. We not a real game. We just do it ourselves. Where he plays a song, like a score from a music. It's like my favorite thing to do. Plays a score from a music, and I just lay there, and I feel the feeling, and like hoping that I've seen the movie, and you feel the feeling, and you're like, oh my god, I know it. And of course, I'm like, some of them are iconic, like like Titanic, and like Star Wars, all those like iconic, and you're like, I know this. But some of them, like, where I'm just like, I know this, and he's like, you're gonna be kicking yourself when you find out what it is, and I'm like, all right, tell me the first letter and how many words are there, and it's like, and then you're sitting, you're like, I know this, and you're listening to the score, and you're like, oh my god, and you feel the feelings of whatever it was that you felt, but you can't consciously remember that it's Armageddon. And as soon as he tells you Armageddon, I'm like, but he's giving you the A and the R, and I'm like, Arthur, I fucking don't know. And he's like, Armageddon. I'm like, oh my god. As soon as they tell you that, you're like, how could I have forgotten? It was one of my favorite movies. My body knew it. And then you think about, once you know what it is consciously, you realize that that's those feelings you were getting, was that what you saw when you watched it. And if I can't remember consciously the name of a movie when I hear music from this life, why would I even remotely be able to remember the name, like a history of like something with like another person, when music is made by a friend, or like when you hear something and it brings emotion up, you're like, what, you would never be able to consciously be like, oh my gosh, this is from a past life when I was in a pub. And no, you'll just get the feeling of that joy. And like, because you can't even do it in this life when you hear it unless you've heard it a lot. It's so fun. I recommend you guys trying to do it, and having some like really, like, he did The Day After Tomorrow, and I don't know, there's some weird ones in there. There was some weird, and then he did some video games and stuff like Halo, and I've never played Halo before, and that was a really different feeling, because like I actually had no emotional response to that. I'm like, this is beautiful. I don't know what it is, but like, this is beautiful, but I had no like memory. I'm not like, I know this. And when I found out it was Halo, I was like, oh my god, I've never played the game. I don't know anything about it. So see music like this.
That was the wrong chord. I went in the wrong direction
See,
there.
but you see that, like, where you can just starts playing, and it's like, yeah, I've never heard it, but my body has heard it. Or something, and not even my body, something's heard it, because it's like, why do we like certain music and certain music we don't, or certain music we are just neutral? Where does that come from? It's not a
Well,
constant thing.
yeah, well, that chord progression comes from the 15th century. In later years, it was developed by Simon Garfunkel, like called Scarborough Fair. But that like style and progression goes way back into antiquity.
See, and like, yeah, and that's where it gets hidden within the new styles. Like, now you're playing it. I didn't even hear Simon Garfunkel until you said it. I was like, oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, I remember
See?
that one.
Yes, I know that. Yes, yes. Like, of course I know that song, but it didn't sound like that in that moment. It's like when somebody's singing it and they're like, you're like, who sings that? And they're like, oh, it's so and so, and it's like, yeah, let's keep it that way, because that didn't sound like the song at all. No, you're like, pretty much like it until you know the song, the original. Sometimes even when they're singing the song, it doesn't sound like it. You know, like
Yeah, because you can rearrange it, Missy.
yeah, I love music. It's like my favorite thing ever. I wish like it was like that show where she walks around. She has like the music X coming out of the where just playing.
I don't know who says it, but somebody says it. That music is the language of angels.
Oh, I believe it. Well, and it's like I don't know. We are meant to do music, or we wouldn't have a drum in our chest. Like
I think it helps us explain those words that suck ass to help us.
yeah, like
Explain
and that's where it's like
feeling.
words have become
Right.
they everyone's under a spell, like the Sleeping Beauty spell with the words. Oh, you don't know that the words like sonder means like this and this, and you don't know the word spun actually has like a 13 plus meanings, and it can be a verb, and it can be a noun, and it can be a no, I just thought it meant
Oops. And then it can also go into like a kind of like
I gotta sing though.
I'm not going to sing.
Renaissance fair. Renaissance fair.
That's part of a song I wrote that I've never actually uploaded yet.
It's crazy. My dad builds guitars, and he doesn't even know how to play guitars, but he builds beautiful guitars and sells them. He doesn't even play.
It takes all kinds to create magic.
Yep, and that's what it is, magic.
People need people.
Miraculous.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell that to myself like 5 years ago, I would have disagreed. I disagree. But now I agree.
No.
The part of the
Yeah,
I disagreed as well. And now I disagreed.
I never did know anything. And now I know that I don't know anything. But now at the moment, I realize I may have like not known anything, but I've learned something today.
Damn.
Yeah.
I learned that I sound like a man right now. Like,
You do not sound like a man right now.
I'm like, my voice, I'm like here. I'm like, oh my god, I need to stop talking because my throat is hurting.
Missy, you're still Missy. We can hear you, and you don't
Yeah, I
even
think
sound.
I don't know. They're saying stay inside your house. Air quality from the Canadian fires are like you have to stay inside your house, and I'm like, how does the air quality outside differ from the air quality? Isn't it the same air? I'm like, really weird.
Oh my goodness.
Very weird.
Right, Missy, if I get my house back, you're welcome to move in with me and like take your chances because don't forget I'm a total fucking nutter.
That's so
And if it works out all right, well, I'm sure you'll tell me if it's not working out all right. You'll say,
are you allergic to cats? Are you allergic to kitty cats?
I don't mind cats follow me all the time. They're like, including tonight. Like,
Well, make sure you get all their paperwork stuff before.
I met a cat tonight on a busy road, and it was following me down the road, and I had to literally scare the bloody thing away because I know it was. I knew it was going to cross the road the same time as I was crossing the road without even having the sense not to get run over. So I went like. Like that.
Good job. That's how you save an animal.
Yeah.
My cat just looked up at me like, what was that noise? Oh my god. Cute.
So it ran off, and when I got to the other side of the road, I said, "Live another day, young little my little cat."
Oh my god.
Little George.
Because it would have crossed the road, and potentially it could have got hurt. At the same time as me when I was crossing.
Are those cats service cats? Can you turn them into that with the?
You can't have cats as service cats. I can only do emotional support cats, like animals. But yeah, they're like emotional support animals. Two of my cats are emotional support animals, but the kittens I could turn into emotional support animals.
By the way,
Check
do
Yeah,
that.
customs
the
truck.
house
well,
I'm the house I'm
You
going
want
to.
to have more than like us with De Niro.
Okay, so.
Yeah, what
That-
did you not have done on De Niro that was wrong that took you to like? I was confused.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to
he's
make
gotta
sure
be
they've had
chipped
all their injections.
and
if
have
they-
all
well,
his
I've
Couldn't
researched
shots and
that.
things
You
like
do?
that.
Research.
And
That's it.
if you wanted to bring him on the plane, he had to be service dog. Otherwise, I had to remember
Super
to ship
easy
him
to
with
get.
you.
Yeah, super easy to get him as a service. Well, not a service dog, an emotional support animal. Way easier than the service dog is the next level. Emotional support cats. All I keep doing is calling up the same doctor and be like, I need another like emotional support ESA letter. And they just give you it.
Missy, if it
Yeah,
helps,
that's for that.
Mhm.
See what's for that.
Missy,
Right.
if it
Right,
helps, if I move back into this house, my landlady loves cats.
Oh, good.
And
Praise God.
also, there's like been several generations of because I've got a long history with this house, and I'm not even going to go into that. But there's like several ghosts of
I was
cats.
like, are there ghosts in there?
Yeah. One's called Jasmine and one's called Susie. I can tell you that. Susie
Oh,
appeared
exciting.
in one of my songs.
Yay!
Oh,
Well, I
there you
was
go.
tell the other night, and I was like,
Oh,
like haunted? Are there ghosts? Or like, no. I'm like, are you sure there weren't any? There's no deaths, no overdose. I'm like, that you know of. It could totally be haunted.
They died about 19 years old, like on average, those cats. So
Oh, wait, your ghosts are cats?
good coffee life.
What?
the ghosts of them are living in my including like the previous
The
owner,
ghosts of the cats are?
my friend Janet Shaw. It was also a cat lover.
Oh wait, are you
So
saying the
basically-
ghosts are cats?
He might guess, and he says, as long as they're in the flesh, cool. I'm used to the dead ones, so
I
you're
was
cool
like,
with
wait,
live
you have I have ghost cats.
Are you good
Oh
with
yeah?
the dead cats?
Oh yeah?
I'm good with
Do you
the
have
live
the
cats.
Freddy too? Yep, I do. I have that too. I'm a collector of many.
Cool.
Got
Live
another
cats.
cat here, they go,
That's hilarious. I love it.
My
Why did
mythology.
At least you know they'll get along, you know?
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, my professor, or whatever, and he teaches like all of the, I like the stuff on like the Lord of the Rings classes and my ancient Egypt myth
It's a
class.
class for that.
He literally thinks, Misty, when you went to like soul school, we were sitting in there and they're like, who wants this disorder? Who wants this problem? And you were like, I do, raising my hand at every single one. And I got down here, I was like, oh shit, I think I took on too many things.
right. Like
I got-
Red and Dean, and like specifically Missy at the moment. Missy, I'm going to try and help you all I can. So I'm going to be paying attention to like what's going on in your life.
Cool.
If I get back into my house, which I strongly feel I will, you're
Uh-huh.
welcome to like do whatever you're going to do.
What kind of stuff do they have over there for like
cats?
no, cats, come on over. For like if I want to like, my goal is to, I eventually want to like produce. I don't want to talk about it because it'll ruin it. But I have something I want to create that's like it can change the way you see things, because I know that it does, because it's how I do my art and it's a thing, and I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to talk about it. But it's like I want to make a full-length movie where you literally will come out of the movie theater seeing how I see after I do my art for like 2 hours or even or a week. I don't know.
Well, I have no technology at the moment as far as any noise is concerned. You're going to have to build a sound booth that
No,
will...
I mean like I don't know. I've never paid attention to the UK. You guys have never been on my radar. I've been like, man, fucking British, fucking UK, that can't even speak the English that they speak. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm kidding kind of, but it's like they don't even pronounce words. They're like, okay, I don't know, like you're saying letters that aren't there.
I know, but you was asking. I know, but Missy, you was asking what kind of things we have
Yeah.
No, like
No.
school over there, because I want to continue education for myself.
There's plenty of those schools, like with like 100 million different varieties. You can take your choice.
Cool. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I mean, like,
He's looking
Oh,
for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where I'm living is the hometown of Walter Raleigh. I can tell you that.
What's it called?
It's the hometown of Walter Raleigh, who arrived at Plymouth Hoe.
I don't know what that is. Is that a historical thing?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Cool story, bro.
Yes.
I'm like, cool
That's
story,
why we
not
love
my
each other.
story. Cool story. I say that about everything though. Anything that's happened in the past, I'm like, if I wanted to follow it, it would become more and more real in my life right now. But I'm like, everything's malleable in the past to me.
I know, but
Everything.
I can't forget it because I've lived there like since 1985. So
I don't even know who that person is.
They shove it down your throat.
What's
I
your town?
know. Yeah. Go on.
What's it called? The town you live in?
Plymouth, UK, PL2 2DE
Plymouth
postcode.
Rock. Wait, that's
Plymouth.
in the United States. Plymouth Rock is not in the UK.
Well,
Plymouth.
that is Plymouth Rock, basically.
Is that the
Southwest.
original Plymouth Rock? Is yours? And then they're like, let's go build a Plymouth Rock in the new world.
It is. It is.
So we
No,
just got
no. The new world was like a replica of the old world.
right there with the American experiment gone wrong.
PL2 2DE.
PL2.
This is in the
Point-
private chat.
PLR 2.0.
No, I'm typing it in the private chat. Plymouth, UK. That's what I am.
Plymouth, UK.
Well, I'm not exactly within that postcode, but I'm probably like 3 miles away from it.
I moved over there. My friend Matthew, he'd be super excited too. I met him through the mystery school or whatever. It's his birthday today. He actually FaceTimed me today.
Well, if Matthew ends up moving in with us, I might actually end up needing psychiatric counselling.
What? If I do?
No, Matthew and
Matthew's
you
not-
at
no,
the
he's
same
not-
time.
No, I said he lives over in the UK somewhere. I'm like, I could actually visit him for real. I'm like, it's right now it's just a fantasy. I'm like, I ain't never going to the UK. I'm like, you're not gonna see me. I just say that right up front. I'm like, I told him I'm not coming over there. I'm like, just so you know, I don't know how to get there. Like those are steps I've never taken. But I'll come for you, Meep. I'll come for you, Toby.
Fucking
Yeah, the bottom line is you can do what you want, Missy. The only thing I can offer you is shelter if you end up.
Right.
If
I
you-
know that's and
if you-
safety. Like all I need is to know that, and I feel like you're a safe. Like I don't know why I'm always like hoping. Like I look at the kittens I just found, and I swear they're the coolest kittens you'll ever meet. People are like, are they on drugs? Because they're just so amazing. I'm like, if they are, they're not sharing them. So, I mean, no, they're not. In my mind, whenever I look at them, I'm like, I hope they're happy and I hope they're comfortable. I hope they're not in pain. I hope they're feeling safe. And they are. They've grown. I don't want to get rid of them. Like at first I was fostering them. Now I'm like, well, if I'm getting kicked out, I have 4 cats now. I'm one of those ladies that I said I would always be. I'm like, I'll be a crazy cat lady.
That's like something from the line from Mary Poppins, Feed the Birds, like the bird lady.
The bird lady. Oh yeah, and it's like it's like those cats they're unconditional, like not love. Yeah, it's love. It feels like love. But because whenever I see fear or they get anything, it's never about them being like, you're mean, or cats don't do that. Like dogs kind of look at you like, oh, you're mad at me. Cats never do. They're like, bitch, you're mad at me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So Missy, can you listen for just a moment? What I was trying to say to you, and I know the chances of you moving over to the UK are very, very remote, but that offer is there.
And it's a real offer. It's a real offer. Like it's not like people say it and then they don't like. They're like, oh, I didn't think you really like.
No, it's a real offer, assuming I actually get my house back, which I believe I'm going to.
Well, you definitely need to
But I hadn't finished. But also, like failing that, I'm focused on you, and I'm going to like try to apply my mind to get you out of the bloody hellhole that you're in at the moment.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. Well, and you know what? I'm actually, if you really think about it, I'm in the greatest position ever. My daughter's starting college. She's on her own. She's doing her thing, like starting her life. She's oh my gosh, she's way cooler than me. And like she's 18, doing her thing, and I'm starting my life finally in 40 years. Like for real, I'm graduating from a college with a degree in the consciousness and I'm like, but I was getting it to I could tell people like you don't need a piece of paper to tell you your consciousness and human's potential. Like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Oh, you got papers that No, I didn't learn shit here from the school. I learned it all from inside the spirit. You don't need no teacher outside of yourself. When you look at the world. Don't just go into yourself and be like, I believe only me.
Yeah, and clearly your daughter was not going to let you be homeless.
Right. And it's really crazy. The story with my daughter, when her name's Ava, which means life, but it was like she was conceived. I don't, she was conceived and then she was born on Easter Sunday. And it was very weird story. We joke about it. My mom even jokes about it, where where they gave me pain meds because I don't know where it came from because I'd never had pain meds before. So I was 21, and they all laughed because remember when you said that thing? I guess I told them, I'm like, you guys all know I'm the Virgin Mary, right? And they're like, Missy, you're having a baby. I'm like, I guess I was out of it, and I just said, I'm the Virgin Mary. They're like, you're having a child. Like, I don't think you're a Virgin Mary. I don't think you're a virgin anything. But it was really funny. And then after she was, I didn't know that I was even there. There was no way I would have known I was pregnant. I was in a store with a girl, dollar store, and I'm like, they have pregnancy tests at the dollar store. And I laughed, and she's like, oh, I need to take one. I'm like, you do? I'm like, should I take one just for fun? And I took it for fun, and it said I was pregnant. I would have never known I was pregnant. But I knew before I even missed my period. That's God. That's the only thing, because I was drinking and all this. And God's like, you're not going to hurt that child. And I quit smoking. I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was 21 and I was single, and I'm like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a black baby. And my parents are going to be like, who, I'm like, wow. And I don't get away with stuff like that. And my mom found out right when I was looking, I was down in the basement alone looking at this test. And all of a sudden I hear my mom go, you're pregnant. She's standing behind me. I'm like, wow.
How did she know?
She just, I didn't even know she was there. I was sitting there just by myself down in the basement, like alone. And she came, like somehow knew and she's like, and came up behind me. She's like, you're pregnant, and then, I mean, literally I was just like, I didn't get to think, it didn't get to,
sink in.
yeah, I mean, and my daughter, and get this is another weird story about my birth. So my daughter was born on Easter, right? That wasn't her due date, but she was born on Easter Sunday at 2:10 in the morning. But the day before Easter, a guy a person dressed in a white rabbit costume, with a hat, like a furry hat, came in and gave me, it was like a dirty bear. I'm like, maybe this guy's maybe they're just letting him make the pregnant people happy. He didn't say a word. We're all like, oh, thanks, Easter Bunny. He left. Not even a couple minutes later, the nurses rushed in. They're like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry. We don't know who that person, we don't know who they were. They just we don't even know where they went. They saw him, but they didn't allow him in. He didn't check in. He only came into my room, gave me a teddy bear, and left. A white rabbit. Isn't it weird?
So
he didn't go into any other room. He just came into my room and gave me this and didn't say a word. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl.
It's like Matrix thing, isn't it?
That's creepy as fuck.
Weird. Like the white rabbit, the rabbit came and visited me before my daughter. I don't know. It's weird. Super weird.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
folks, I'm gonna have to be going.
Yeah, I think I do too. I think I'm gonna die because I'm out walking right now and I only have 2% left.
Oh, yeah. Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we've been on almost 3 hours
all
anyhow,
of us.
so we'll probably dip ourselves. We appreciate you guys coming, and we'll be
Yeah,
praying for this situation.
I was really needing this. I was really hoping. I don't know. I was really needing to talk to people. You guys are home to me, even though I've never met you.
We love you.
That's what
We love you, girl.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah, Missy, never forget, you can do whatever you apply your mind to. And get out of any unfavorable circumstance that you find yourself
even
in.
when it feels impossible. God is the God of turning impossibles into possibles.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Yeah, right. I know. Some crazy stuff. Yeah. Well, and just think. I mean, we're all we're grown ups. Okay, I like saying that we're grown ups, but we still have a lot left to live, and it's man. Yeah. I'm enjoying every moment that it is, even the moments that are really crappy. It's I look at it alchemically, oh, this is the fire part. This is when I'm in the bottle. Ooh, I'm turning it, and I learned that from one of my, my professor or whatever. He's like, that burning you feel, that is the changing. That's the phase transition. I'm usually, and now now with the burning, I'm I embrace it. And I'm I don't need to go anywhere for days. I don't care what anyone says. I'm transmuting stuff. And it's yeah. And then you come out something different and you're you think you're never going to get out of that bottle, but you do.
What you've got to do is pray to God for direction and be careful what you wish for.
And that's the thing. I always say whatever it is, I always say it might not even look the greatest for me, but it's the one, it's always praying for that everything, because it's all supposed to be a win-win. If one person loses, we all lose.
Yeah. One,
Right.
If,
I can't
if,
enjoy my life. Peter, man.
yeah.
Right.
You know, God says, I say, fuck the 99 and I'll go back for that one sheep. And the devil says, Cruella de Vil says, fuck the whole 100. Give me 101. Give me 102. You know, let me wear their skin. That's the, you know, like 100 the Dalmatians and all damnation. And God says, oh, fuck the 99. I don't care about the wholeness. Without that one, we're nothing, you know?
Yeah, and when I say pray to God, I mean in your mind quietly, because only God can read thoughts.
Yeah, and and it's crazy because I would, if you were talking to me, if I was talking to me, I'd be like, Missy, future Missy, you're a Jesus freak. I'm like, no, you will. It's not what you used to look at it like. It's not what I used to think it was. It's something completely different, but I couldn't think it until I thought it, until it was thought. But I couldn't think it was having the experience first. But I couldn't. It's a weird thing because Jesus isn't a man.
Go on.
Yeah, Jesus isn't a man. Well, he was probably. I don't know, whatever. But Jesus Christ, that Christ you know, that CC, that Christ consciousness, that is within me. That's within you. That is like, it's like, if you know my Father, no wonder, you know me. You know me because I know my Father. You know, like I'm a daddy's girl, even a daddy's girl on this world. But it's like my dad is exact representation of my Father in heaven. He was out working. He was gone all the time when I was growing up, and I just want him to love me and be proud of me. It's like, that's like one of those things. It's like he never, you know, it wasn't neglect. He went away so we could live. You know, he had to go work so we could live. Our family, my Mother Earth, my mom did all this stuff taking care of us. And like when Daddy came home, he was tired, you know, but it was like that love is still there. You know, my dad is like my one person where it's just like I never want to disappoint my father. But
so on a different level,
yeah,
not so much on a different level, but on a more in-depth level.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say pray silently, the reason I'm saying that is because when you're talking about Jesus and like praying, there's only one person that can hear us, and that is God.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when we're praying audibly aloud, the whole spectrum can hear us, and some of them are hostile. So they might try and masquerade as your savior.
Right.
Yeah. So you got
and that's the thing is,
you got to do it quietly, Missy, inside you.
And it's like once it is always done as soon as you know. People like to question things. They're like, I'm like, you know, you always question. It's like, why are you getting in the middle of it? Like, you know best. Didn't you ask for this? Yeah, but I think now you know best. You see, okay, have fun with that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because you won't get it's that whole thing with the three wishes, and it's like, or like with the leprechaun. Ooh, it can, you know, if you think you're doing it and trying to get one ahead of someone or get away with something or get something for free without having there are always consequences or effects, cause effect. You cannot escape the law, you know.
The key is humility and like God's ability to understand people as weak as what we are.
Yeah, I know, right? We suck so bad. We suck so bad. I mean, and it's like I think humanity just sucks, but I'm humanity too, you know. And it's like the first thing to do when you change something, you have to know that you need to change something.
Yeah, Missy, you do not suck. Other people suck. You do not suck.
Oh, I do. I can't. Why can't I be part of that club?
Because you make mistakes, but you are not malevolent like
malice.
like other people.
Yeah, I don't like
or like some other people. I don't mean everyone.
And that's like
this sucks.
Nicest people.
Sometimes.
Yeah. My phone's gonna die. I have 1%.
In there, girl.
Right, folks, I'm gonna have to go.
I know. I'm like, my phone's gonna die, and I don't want to not.
Oh, what a big star!
But
all right.
Email me, okay?
Say again, Missy.
Email me.
I will.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. My phone's gonna die.
We love you.
Yeah, take care, Missy. Take care, mate.
Wouldn't that be funny if she ended up living with me, though?
No, it wouldn't be. It'd be fucking
It
beautiful.
would be
I'd love
funny in that
that.
sort of sense.
It
But
would be funny. Like,
it-
I can't believe it. Yeah.
In
No,
a one way, go, how funny.
Yeah, listen, every day when I wake up, I end up laughing at myself and I end up laughing at life and the whole situation because it is.
Like
I find it hilarious. I also feel pain when I see other
Yeah.
people suffering. But I'm on about like what a beautiful world this is.
Amen.
But we can't lose sight of our happiness because if we stop laughing, it's
God didn't
game
make
over.
mistakes.
Yeah, really.
Red,
Yeah,
can you imagine
sure.
can you imagine if you stopped laughing when he was living in that trailer?
No way. Fuck that.
You would,
shit. I earned this.
Yeah, you would.
Dear
I
life. I'm
want to be the
laughing
last one
every
laughing,
night.
even when there's nothing to laugh about.
We
You know,
laugh.
go,
We
"Hey,
laugh
Yeah.
ourselves to sleep together.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for real.
I've
It's
got-
great.
No.
It is great. It is. It's really priceless.
And I still haven't worked out what the hell I'm going to say as best man at your wedding. I'm just going to like speak like I'm doing now. I'll probably have like
Yeah,
a
that's
few.
it.
I'll probably have like a few whiskeys before or whatever because I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to say?
No, that's the best
Yeah.
way sometimes, isn't it? Yeah, it'd just be fun. We just
But
know it'd be
not too
fun.
many.
That's your body. You just don't want to know about it. We don't what we don't know ain't gonna hurt nobody.
There's this thing. It just starts strumming on
we
his
just
guitar
want you to
or
be
something.
you,
Yeah, do
whatever that is.
anything. Yeah.
That's
Whatever that
funny,
is, it'd
isn't
be
it?
good.
Yeah, we love you for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Missy is in trouble at the moment, so
Okay.
if I can help her, I can. But the
Not
problem
for
is
long. We'll keep her in our prayers.
yeah.
Definitely.
Like
What
God,
I was
God does. And
Yeah, I read what I was talking about in relation to praying in silence is that there's nothing wrong with praying audibly out loud. But if you
Right.
want a specific answer, there's only one entity in this universe that can actually understand our silent prayers, and that is God Almighty.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
True that, yeah.
And that's why we have to. That's why we have to be specific with our prayer in relation to what we ask when we're praying silently, because that will come in a very custom way.
Right. That's why I pray for God's will.
Yeah. Right, you two. I love you both.
We love you. We love you so much.
Thanks, Meeps. Coming up.
It was a productive stream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Best one ever.
Yeah, it's been epic though.
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
need
know
to
he was going to
promote
do
it.
it. We
It's
thought,
great.
all right, we'll go live. Come on,
What was that film that said epic? We go epic. It was another British gangster film. It's been epic.
Sounds like it. It's been epic. Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember. I just had another flashback in my mind.
Yes. That's a safe place to have it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Right, you two, I'm out of here. I'll end
We
the
love you, big hugs.
Peace out,
Alright.
mate. See you
We
soon.
love all you peeps as well. We love you, Ambassador Peeps, and we love all you peeps.
Yes, because we're going to go as well. So we've had a
Yeah.
happy, what did we have? A happy Wednesday.
Have a happy, whatever
happy
it is.
Thursday.
Have a happy time.
Yeah. Have a great time. Bye. Have a great time. Maybe we see you weekend or something. Who knows?
We also
So-
want to encourage you to do any random act of kindness that might come to your heart. Why not? Do something kind. It don't cost you anything to be
Yeah.
kind. Be
Yeah.
kind. It doesn't cost you.
You'll just feel good about it later on in the day. That wasn't the reason why you done it. But
Yeah.
no, if when you reflect, you think,
Regardless of the
"Oh,
cost,
I'm glad
do a
I've
random
done
act
that
of
today."
kindness.
Oh, you know.
Free or any cost.
Or they
do
might
it.
phone you up later on and say, "Oh, thanks for earlier." You know?
Random act of kindness.
Yeah, peace out, peace. We love you all.
Yes,
Stay
we do.
blessed.
Indeed.
See you, mate. Thanks for seeing me. Peace out.